did you, and it was pretty much my producer saying, did you hear that Denat was arrested again? And I said, is this a joke? Because I'm like, what happened? So I get the information of what's going on. So apparently he was arrested. It was booked. They said it's for a felony. Now, of course, they say it's for a felony. He's arrested again for a felony. Rumor has it that his own people have said it was a felony assault on an official, as well with this new charge. He have now violated the terms of his bond. So he have two court dates, and they said January 26th for the new charge and February 26th for the bond. And the bond right now is for 250,000. Um, wow. So that's what I'm hearing. Rumors that said is on here. Um, so right here it said, hey, this is what Denat wrote to his people. He said, hey, I'm rearrested for the incident that occurred on July 17th, 2025. This is a total surprise because I thought everything was over. I have an arraignment this coming Monday where I request to get out of jail for free or reduce the bail. Worst case, I may have to pay 1% of the bill. I need to raise $2,500. Now, when he originally got arrested, he in his bond, he had to go to anger management, and he was doing a lot of stuff, like a lot of stuff that I personally would not do. If you out on bail, why are you harassing attorneys, arguing with attorneys, pretty much still harassing Armand? He don't feel like he harassing Armand, but he was doing that.
But what's going on with you and Armand? Y'all got all, what the fuck is happening? I think y'all was beefing, and then you signed something for the Cardi B. I'm like, damn, Donut is in the middle of all this shit.
Oh my gosh. So, first of all, when you came to court that Friday, you initially thought that I was Armand Wiggins, right?
I did, yeah.
And when we was sitting down talking in the back
And
of the
then once
courtroom,
I went back home and watched the videos, I realized who he was. I was like, oh, it was the other dude with the earring. Ah, okay.
no, it's something
My only
significant.
knowledge of what he looked like is from that Diddy oil thing, and I only seen it maybe once, so I didn't wasn't 100%, and it was from an angle, and I noticed you wrote that talking about they should know the difference.
Right. Oh my gosh.
And when I saw that, I said, "Oop!" I said, "Well, I didn't either." So
Oh my god. I think it's just because I don't know. There's similar.
Black people in that space, black men in that space, quite frankly.
And he wants to be the only one. So let me ask you a question just to boil it down. When you came that Friday, you and I was in the back of the courtroom talking for a good about 30 minutes, right?
The whole time.
And didn't you see
From the
him?
time we were in the first courtroom till when we moved.
And didn't you see him at one point come and sit down right in front of us?
He came and moved over to our side in front of us. Yeah.
Literally right in front of us, right?
Yeah. We were sitting over on our side in the back. That's when we switched courtrooms. Because when I first got there, we was in the first courtroom. He was, now that I know who he is, he was already there. And then you came in, and then that's when you was like looking at me and was like, hey, Ariel. I'm like, that's when we started talking. Then we went to the other one. He was sitting on the other side next to Megan Cunniff, and then moved directly in front of us.
Right.
So,
yeah, and even
that.
exactly. And even when I came in behind him in the first courtroom, you notice I was on the opposite side of him, right?
And not only that, I remember you being right a row in front of me. I don't remember you engaging at all with him. You were engaging with me at that point from the time you came back in.
So now that you see that there's a beef that's been quote unquote going on since 2023, wouldn't you say is antagonistic for him to come and sit right in front of us if he know that there's issues?
Well, if he's saying that there's any issues, that courtroom was plenty empty and plenty big for him to not come and then come over there, because people do sneak antagonistic shit, like for example, coming over there when he didn't need to. I didn't know y'all had, of course, at the time, didn't know y'all had this beef. And then, because I swear when all this came out, that's the first thing I said. I said, so why the fuck he come over there and sit right next to us then if they so beefing so bad? I didn't get it.
So, Aria, I'm gonna tell you the history of it, but he has filed the restraining order against me, and I need you to say everything that you said in the declaration or give me consent to record you.
We can do both.
Okay, cool. So, all right, let me see.
I'll write a declaration that, because this will make good for my shit later, because then it's on the record. I want to write a declaration because I want it on some court. So there's something called judicial notice.
Exactly.
And so once I write a declaration in this, I can use it as judicial notice in my shit with Megan Cunningham. So that's what I'm saying. I'm more than willing to not only give you a recorded statement, but to actually write a declaration.
Okay, I'm recording right now. Your name is Ariel Mitchell Kidd, and you are a licensed attorney in Miami, Florida, correct?
Yes, that's correct. My bar number is 125-714.
And you attended the Megan Thee Stallion trial the Friday before that Thanksgiving. I want to say that was November the 18th or something.
18th, yeah, 17th, 18th, that Friday before Thanksgiving week. Yes, I did.
Okay, and when you seen Armand come and sit next to me, did you see me show any tension in my body or anything that indicated that I would strike him?
No, I didn't see anything that would even indicate to me that y'all knew each other, because you were too busy talking to me.
And writing notes focused on the trial, right?
Right. Well, I mean, so let me clarify. There was a period of time, two separate periods of time. One where in the first courtroom, there was some technical issues. And during that time, you were engaged with me that entire time. Then once we moved courtrooms, you sat next to me and were engaged with me until the trial started. And then once the trial started, you were taking notes just like I was taking notes. I didn't see you engaged with anybody else other than me.
I'll give y'all a little piece. I'll give y'all a little piece. My. Because, you know, the girls be quick to holler, oh, he lying when he not in jail. I looked it up. I can't find him when. My. He right there, girl. He right there in the jail. You see him? You see he got new charges. New charges right there. 717-1696. My. Locked up. They won't let him out. No. They didn't give him every chance to win. My. And the bail is once again $250,000. He said that if he can get $2,500 by the, I think his court date is on the 26th, 4 days, then, you know, he can possibly bail out. I said, well, didn't you just get paid from the YouTube? He said, you know, he doesn't get a YouTube check anymore. You know, he's been, you know, banned from the YouTube. And he gets paid on the 14th from Twitch. He has a lot of financial obligations. And he's already utilized, those resources. I said, so is you broke? He said, now, why would you ask me something like that, King Bang? I wonder if he's going to have a channel this time when he gets out. You know, last time he went in, the tuber, the inner tube, reported all of his content, and he got out and he didn't have a channel. I'm sure his buddy, the Owl, will help him raise $2,500. You know, she's good at raising money over there. I need to go over there, take some damn notes. Shit, she's doing better than she get $500 a video. You see, he was moving. He's moving. He said he was leaving the country to get away from Armand. My. Like, them two just need to, like, kiss and make up already. Like, date or whatever. Like, there's some kind of, like, something. I mean, they were friends. Then all of a sudden, they were not friends. They were in New York having lunch dates. And then in Miami, Armand was catching an emergency flight out of the state because he was terrified, afraid for his life. Similar thing happened before he went to Megan Thee Stallion court case. An attorney alleged that he was assaulted by Denat in the courthouse. According to Denat, that attorney has decided to press charges. What is it, like 2 months later? He believes they're stalking him. Oh my gosh, everybody's stalking everybody. Okay, on period. Same person that don't like being called a stalker is alleging that the LAPD and the prosecutors have been stalking his page and apparently waiting for the perfect opportunity to swoop in. He said it was like a scene out of a movie. He was up early on his morning walk like he normally does, and, you know, next thing you know, a SWAT team pulls in out of nowhere, guns drawn. Get on the ground, move, what it do, move. Yes, he did. This afternoon, and took his ass right down there to the county jail. He used his free phone call to call his pappy. He used his free phone call to call his pappy. Like I told him, I said, shit, I don't know what you want me to do. You found your way up in there. You better find your way out. He thought I was live. He did think he said, are you live? I was like, no, I'm not. Okay, period. I'm just chilling. On your knees, push it out. Isn't he on probation? How can he leave the country when apparently he didn't? I don't know, but he said something about he not having stipulations because that's how he was able to go to Miami for the Milagro versus Megan Pete trial. Oh, Lady T is distraught. Lady T is broken up in the chat with. She just in the chat to cry with, girl. Girl, you be all right. She is just distraught over there with, girl. Her man is incarcerated with. You got it. You got to take the $25 down there and get your man out. He said something about in California they got a new See, this is you got to be in and out the jail system, the court system to know this type of thing. When I thought it was a standard 10% all the way across the board, but apparently in California, with good credit, you can get you can make bail with 1% down. I said, you got good credit? The chat to be flooded. I mean, y'all don't want to hear this call right here. Hold on. What happened tonight? What happened that night? Why you in jail? What happened? Y'all don't want to hear this call. Hold on. I'm in jail because same reason why I went to jail the first time. That's enough. That's enough for the girls in the back.
And he's supposed to go do his anger management classes. So he did something. It's not really showing on the court documents what was the charge. And of course, we had to get up early and we'll call to get more information to see what he had got charged for and what is his new charge. But right now, it says his bail is $250,000. They said Armand being messy on his story. What did he say on the story? Somebody texted to me. But apparently, they say he had got these other charges now. When is the court date for the restraining order? I'll be messy because I'm like, this is going to help Armand Wiggins' case because did not just do too much. When I went on the court docket for Armand Wiggins' case, it's so much stuff, so much material, and I didn't have the coins, to pay for all the stuff. But they supposed to have court coming up real soon.
So yes, everyone who wants to help and support Donut, please send.
Oh wow, thank you.
For sure, because I'm hearing that you keep on getting sued.
I pity the fool. That's all I got to say for now. I pity the fool. I don't mind that because I really I get OCD and I really like practicing law. That's why I say, make me a defendant in the case. Oh my goodness. I'm going to run wild on you, but, and I don't mind having to get permission from the presiding judge to file a case. For instance, the situation with YouTube, I had to get permission from the presiding judge. And when they approved it and they know it adds somewhat of a stamp of approval from the judge that oversees the other judges that actually might get the case. So that's like a serendipity aspect of it. Also, it constrains me. It makes me think twice. I can file a lawsuit against you. Anybody can file a lawsuit against any and everything. And I have to think twice. Is it worth it? Do I need to go and petition this and waste my time? And it makes me think twice. And so I don't really look at the vexatious litigant thing as a crutch. It just means that in state court, specifically in California state court, not California federal court, which is right across the street, just specifically in California state court, I just have to, request for permission. And I filed one lawsuit request for permission and the judge gave me permission to do it. And I'm going to file another one. Enough of that, but I will give you a hint and an indicator. In his Scribble Scrabble TRO, he was talking about, it specifically says number 6, other cases have you or any other people listed in 3. And 3 is pretty much additional protected persons and nobody is there. So it said, have you or the person in 3 been involved in another court case with the person in 2? And he checked yes, and then checked criminal, Los Angeles, and put it. But that's fraud on the court because you and nobody else a part of this is involved with that case. So I kind of took that and flipped it. And it was like, okay, this dude is committing perjury. He's lying about this. He's his relationship.
You're not going to add Nick at Night.
No. They have nothing to do with a criminal case that I have going on. So this is fraud on the court. And I specified that he checked this and did this and misrepresented because he was desperate to get a TRO, which was denied. Or in a relationship with the parties, he specified, oh, this happened and we never been court. And I'm like, you're lying to yourself. You don't want people to know that these are the pictures we took in December. And based on your actions, you mooted anything prior to December the 3rd, 2023. So I filed a motion to strike California Civil Code section of 435, 436, strike out all the allegations about what happened before December the 3rd, 2023. And then even the same thing at the courthouse with the bathroom and how I got every image of kid saying after that, days after that, he's still in front of me trying to talk and smile. Or even when I'm filming Milagro, he's arm's length next to me and talking. So every allegation that he said is going to be struck out. And by the time you strike out all these allegations, he's not going to have no pleading, no complaint left, coupled with an anti-slap motion. And so that's what I've been working on today, you know.
Oh, how long is the phone call? 40 minutes. Oh, how can you stay on the phone that long? That's what I do. 2026, he was arrested on today, assigned time at 1100 hours. So what's that, 11 a.m.? Next court date at the Los Angeles Superior Court, okay, is January 26th at approximately 8:30 a.m. And then says something about next court case. Okay, and then case number, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, the details, don't really tell the details. However, you know, I spoke to him on the phone and he's telling me he's been charged with assault. Okay. And here is the previous case while he was in there, gathered in close. He feels like this is some sort of double jeopardy because, again, he's already been tried for a similar charge. And he was, you know, actively, according to his own testimony, partaking in the diversion program. And he feels like this is, you know, the courts, the prosecutors, Jasmine Mines, Armand, possibly retaliating. And as you guys can see, he doesn't have any bail on this one, okay? Because again, he's on the diversion program. He says he's in anger management. You know, he's had a court order release. He is in jail because of a completely new charge, of assault. When he said that he got up, he went on his morning walk, and he was surrounded by the police. Like a scene out the movie, he said the SWAT, they jumped on him and pit him, you know, made him get on the ground. And he said he was so embarrassed because he lives in this white neighborhood and he was just hoping that none of his white neighbors seen him because, you know, he said it was so early in the morning. Well, he said it was like a good time. It wasn't that early, but it was a good time to where he feels as though no one saw him because, you know, he's embarrassed. Yes, he did. I'd be embarrassed too. Like, no shade. Like, girl, you could have knocked him. Come and knock on my door. I was waiting for you. Like, come on, stop playing with me. Like, girl, we could do this, like, you know what I'm saying, amicably. We ain't gotta call no scene. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. However, they must have felt like he was, you know, going to flee or maybe a threat when he said he had no idea that there was a warrant out for his arrest. So, according to Armand can't use this against him because this is completely unrelated to his case. And he submitted a motion to strike the motion that his attorney, Jasmine Mines, submitted, the nearly 6,000 page motion, because it's not legal standard. And because everything within it, according to Donat, is not relevant. I don't know. I'm not an attorney. I don't care either way. When, like I told him when he was reaching out, I'm waiting to the court date. About motion to dismiss it based upon him not reviewing material, whatever. And these district attorneys, these lawyers are very rude people to people who represent themselves from civil cases, criminal cases, and I've represented myself in a plethora of cases to know this. And so instead of him like treating me like a person, like actually really confer and talk to me, you're an asshole. So I said, let me be a fucking asshole back. This call is being recorded. Not this call is being recorded. So right now he's trying to explain what happened. You know, while he's in jail. He's saying that, you know, he has these assault charges, and this is why he has the assault charges. So big about talking about I saw him and shit. That's what he said, and the district attorney continued to say in the 242BC case to keep me in jail for 30 days on a $250,000 bond. Now, they actually filed the case. So this is nothing new. This is just a new case to try to hold me accountable for something they've already held me accountable for. And I'm not really even mad at anything, simply because, like, the reason why I
wasn't from the answers we did 30 days ago in your history classes. It had nothing to do with the 242 thesis. It had everything to do with this particular answer. And I'm like, you know what, you're too mad. Like, you're too angry. You need to learn how to control your anger and stuff. And so,
and I'm thinking, like, isn't that what the anger management classes are for? Like, if you were going to anger management, wouldn't you be equipped with the tools to not be as angry and not be as mad? Like, it's one thing to try to convince us that, you know, you're going and that you're not as angry or mad anymore. It's another thing to actually go through the process and to be the change that you want to see. And quite frankly, I don't think that, you know, he's taking the process seriously.
What's up? How you doing?
So guys, don't forget to make it rain for Donut.
Thank you. You too. I just want everybody just to come over on Twitch. The last time you saw me, like, you know, I've been like on this 2026 be nice to the people and stuff. And I was like, you know, there's no reason to fall out with Madgie. She's gonna do what she do. But you know, the last time I was here, I just always felt like a predatorial, dark energy that nobody could articulate or could see until just recently when I exposed everything that was going on behind the scenes to confirm. Like, there's some people that are just so predatorial to where you can't even communicate with them. It's almost to the point to where you just have to let them harass you just to figure out, okay, well, maybe that person leave you lonely. But yeah, I just couldn't deal with that. Like, to be, you know, stalked. It just felt like, I don't know, you as a woman, you just know the unspoken truths about some predator just hounding you and their intentions. And I was going through that, and you know, so that's why I had to separate, because I was like, damn, Madgie don't understand it. I just gotta move myself away from anybody.
And you were right. And that's why, like, because that person was already texting me and we were laughing in the back because he really thought I was just gonna, you know, not understand that you were fucking right to preserve your peace.
Yeah, like I even have receipts of, you know, videos of him reaching out to my ex or somebody I've known for 6 years, way in Brazil, on an hour-long conversation talking about my business and try to bail out when he found out that the relationship was real and all this other stuff. But even receipts showing that he went over to King Payne's channel with this whole spider web thing. I'm going to go over here and work my magic to ultimately get a big panel with King Payne and She Paints and me and Lady T so that we could expose him. That was the whole plan. I got the receipts, the timestamps. I got the receipts of him buying bots. Like, everything is so ridiculous how much predatorial energy that was coming from one person, and it really made me feel uncomfortable. Honestly, you know, so I kind of really been at peace, taking myself out of the equation of dealing with live streamers or YouTube. I'm really at peace. My whole thing is people should be smart enough to look at someone who's so content saying something like that about someone else with their history of allegations. And by the way, he started attacking King Payne first and just playing the victim. And that's just very, like, it's disgusting. Everything he said about King Payne, I feel like it is true about him, which is why he can say it with such conviction about someone else and make up a psychological narrative. Like, I'm a content creator, so I can sit here and I can break down to you why he said certain things within the first 30 seconds, within the first minute, and how he looped it back around and how he tried to, I can really break that down, but everybody is not there mentally, nor do the audience really care. But it's very dangerous. It's very dangerous. And you as a creator, you could understand certain things and why he's saying this. And once you got skin in the game, you'd be like, it's dangerous to have a platform full of people who will listen to you say that you're terrorizing someone, and then in the same day, an hour later, cry victim, you know?
Yes.
And also clearing the record on my name, and they continue to do things to me. And now that I'm out of the equation, there don't need to be a ping pong back and forth game. It'll look silly and stupid for these YouTubers who made people think that I was going back and forth with them, or I started a problem with them, to continue to ride and drive my name. It's people that can't even go live because I'm not in the equation. It's people that, you know, and I'm happy about that. I think in due times, people would understand that Denard is a great person, and people have effectively ruined my platform and my representation and how people think about me. So it's okay to go missing. And that's why I didn't care when the platform went down. I was like, well, at least I don't have to worry about, I was like, shit, it's the money that I make on YouTube is not even worth it with how much I have to defend my reputation and my brand, being called a stalker, being called a prostitute, all of these things, you know. So yeah, it's
They do use a lot of stereotype of, you know, gay men, the PDFer, the prostitute, it's just.
Oh, you talked about Armand. This nigga said that I was a stalker and got hundreds of thousands of people thinking that and believing the same thing, bitch. I have to wake up with that every time I come on live. Of course, I'm gonna talk about him and drag him until he corrects that. And
what is going on with that case?
Oh yeah, so you guys know he filed the restraining order against me the day before the 18th hearing on December 18th. He filed a so-called amended complaint, which is improper. So I filed the motion to strike that 2 days ago. His attorney on December 18th attacked the judge, attacked her, and pretty much and then the next day his attorney stalked the judge's Instagram page and wrote her messages, and the judge put a review in the case. And so because of that, I filed the motion to disqualify his attorney. And then he still has the original motion to strike, his original complaint that he has not responded to, and then also the anti-slap motion. So they got 4 motions to get through before we can even get to a trial. And then when we get to the trial, I got a video of you antagonizing me in a club like last week. So you're going to lose.
What was the purpose of the TRO except being annoying?
It's because he knows that a lawsuit was coming towards him eventually for the fucked up shit he said and done about me on this internet. And he got a retraction demand, and he pretty much wants the narrative and the public perception to be that I'm this stalker and I'm this dangerous person. I mean, you go to I already downloaded them, screenshotted, did everything I needed to do. You know, you'll see the comments aiding and abating that narrative and egging that on. So not only is he saying it, other content creators are saying it, other people are saying it. And it's just like a dog piling mechanism going on. And I've even
82 was so excited that I was going to come into the dog piling because you wanted, like, you were respecting your own boundaries.
Yeah, I mean, even Gerald Jack, didn't he do dog piling? You got one video, and ain't nobody never watched you, heard of you since. I got real estate on your shit. And the last thing that I said about him is that I don't have nothing negative. If I had something negative to say about you, I would have said it to your face, because that's what real people do. For you to come out and do interviews and do old videos and lie, that just showed your true character. And then he said that he was going to step to me when he see me, and I say, bitch, I dare you to, because you threatened me. I have that recording, and you would get fucked up for playing with me. Like, literally, that goes to any fuck ass nigga. And my whole thing is just let me know what type of time you're on. And I like that Gerald let me know what type of time he would be on. I want to have a conversation with you. I don't want to be friends. I don't want to talk about the past, but this is Maggie's channel.
Maggie was being really messy that day.
So, no, I don't want no timer because it's going to be really quick. Let me say this.
Okay, then take the 3 minutes.
I love how you guys try to diminish my success and say that I'm nothing and I'm this and I'm that. But let me tell you something. I'm the motherfucking blueprint when it comes to this shit. Let's not pretend like, oh, you thought of this great idea and now you want to move over to politics. No. You seen the AT2, the motherfucking blueprint, was killing it over there. That's why we're killing it over on my channel, damn it. And that's the thing. He wants to create this narrative that everybody else is bad, but never any accountability for what he does. And like you said, he starts most of the shit.
Exactly.
So, I mean, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, he's a failed Hollywood actor. I'd be like, damn, it's the same 3 people coming, and they be posting so much, you think it's a lot of people coming, but then when you look at the name, it's the same 3 people rotating. So, but yeah, he's a bum, and like I said, we will see each other again, and I want him to repeat everything that he said. He won't do it, and I want him to be on camera because he's not going to do it. So it is what it is. I'm not going to make no video of him AT2. That's why I was like, I can come on your platform because he just wants clout. But even if we give him clout, nobody's going to stay because he's boring. He can't stay on a topic without talking about Armand or Neek or me or Sean, you know, all these different type of people, you know. So it's like
protect your energy, stay away from that.
Yeah.
Do not engage. Stay far away because he's somebody who will definitely try to suck your energy. You know, he might really try to suck you, but suck your energy too. So stay away from him. Like run as fast as you can.
Yeah, he's definitely a parking lot lizard, in my opinion, from the conversations that we have had.
When the one and only time that we hung out, right? So he came and picked me up from my friend's house, right? I went to LA. He came and picked me up from my friend's house. So I got in the car and then like we were talking, right? And he was like, "Oh, everybody says I look better in person." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And he was like, "Yeah, you know, do I look?" He was like, "I look better in person, right? Don't I? Don't I?" And I was like, "Oh, you look the same." And he was like, "But everybody tells me I look better in person." I was like, "Oh, you cool?" And then like we were talking, right? And he kept looking back and forth at me, right? And his eyes get like really big and shit like that. That's why I knew he was on power. But his eyes get really big, right? And so he was like, "Are you looking at my nose?" And I'm all like, "No, I'm not looking at your nose." And I was like, "I'm looking at you because we're talking, you know, just like I'm looking at you, like because we're talking, right?" And so he was like, "I feel like you're looking at my nose." He kept looking back, and I'm thinking in my head, "Nigga, pay attention to the road because I ain't trying to."
Right.
He was like really self-conscious about his nose. And so just knowing that, like how he like really like he'll try to call everybody fat, ugly, this and that. Like he's self-conscious about his own looks. And let's be honest, because when he first got on the internet, he looks way different than he does now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like if you look like his face wasn't all sunken in like that when he originally got something happened. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to speculate.
Looking like a prune.
But
looking like a prune. Now you know, I'm gonna tell you this. That's why I said what I said earlier, because you know, doing stuff that he does, that's but you know, y'all know what we talking about. We ain't gonna say it, but y'all know what we talking about. You know, because that face, he is shriveled up like a prune. Like he do look like a raisin out the box. And so, I just, he's very mad because he just like, I can be friends with people that don't, I'm not gonna say it like that. Like to me, like if I have an ugly friend, like I'm not gonna tell them they ugly. You know what I'm saying? But like if we like this, I'm gonna go ahead and just be honest with you. And I just feel like that he's just somebody that it's like it's just like I don't even know why I even allowed myself to associate like around that. And I'm not gonna associate myself with a man who says he's cool with a young lady who is making an honest living on YouTube or however she makes her living, and you are attacking her because she is reporting on a story.
Right.
She called you and told you she was reporting on. Journalists don't have to do that. You don't have to call nobody if you get a story, but it's always good because you can get their side of the story. It adds the value to your story.
Right.
So it's like, I'm not about to associate myself with you. And I felt like that. I feel like still to this day, I didn't say anything wrong. And he don't want to play what I said to his audience. He just want to talk off the top of his dome and just come up with stuff and build narratives. Like deal with the facts. What did Gerald say? Because ain't nobody gonna say I'm wrong because I wasn't wrong in what I said. What I said was the truth.
This is why you wanted to transition into doing that. Just admit it. But also too, I love how y'all always want to talk about a bot farm and I'm buying this and I'm buying that. Okay, if that's what you think, that's what you think. But also, let me say this too. You always try to make it seem like something it was not. Do you have any messages of me saying something to you sexually at all? No, you don't. You make that shit up every time. Oh, I don't want to succumb to anybody's desires. No, nigga, because you was feeling that way. That's why. That's not what we talked about.
Yeah, and then he want to talk about me staying in Jersey, but he kept trying to get back to my hotel room. He kept trying to get to go out to gay clubs and stuff and find hookups. I don't do that stuff. I don't carry myself like that. I'm not a whore. That's how you get AIDS. You understand what I'm saying? When you go out here and you sleep with these people without protection and you just kissing random people in the club and fighting people because you find somebody over some.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Hold on, hold that thought. We'll get to that part. But I want to say this because he's done it to me a whole bunch of times. Again, there's no video, no text, no nothing that he can provide. But he tried to put it out there that you were sexually gratifying yourself while smoking weed with him on the phone. Had there ever been any kind of inkling of you wanting to hook up with him or anything like that? Or is that another lie that he likes to make up about everybody wanting to be with him?
For one, Donat is ugly. Okay, he's ugly to me. No. Why? I mean, I don't even talk to him. He can't even show a call log. Like I can go to my AT&T, my Spectrum Mobile child. I can get them to pull my records and I can show you who calls the most and stuff like that. That is not true. That's just another lie. And and can you send me that clip to that? Because I said that I'm gonna sue him for his if he made defamatory statements when he do that rise to levels that I think are harmful. I'm gonna sue him and give all the YouTubers some content. And see, I have a real lawyer. You get what I'm saying? I don't have to deal with pro se litigants. But no, that is not true, and I will make him produce it. If he continues to peddle those lies. No, that is not true. Denat is ugly as fuck. His breath stink. His teeth are yellow. He smells like boo-boo. He is a dirty butt. He walks like he got a dick stuck in his ass. All he wants to do is find men all up and down New York to have sex with. Nobody wants to have sex with him. I mean, he's just a bum. I feel like it's against the law to have sex with a person like Denat because I feel like he's mentally stupid. Like he's deranged.
Right. And the whole crazy part was that, you know, now figuring out like he wanted to have you go to the club. So you were supposed to be like his wingman and like hook up with randoms, and that dude got a whole issue. He got a whole issue, many issues.
They don't want to hear somebody that's sitting out here talking about, oh, I'm the only one that got the legal jargon out here. I'm the only one that knows this. Shut the fuck up and just report the news, you ugly, stupid ass, dumbass. I'm sorry, AT2. I'm sorry.
With the situation with Neek, so I did see the original show where you guys try to get him to calm down and like actually like say, hey, like, no, this is the reason why Armand was thrown off because you were talking about him unwarranted. And he was like, what's the word I'm trying to say? Kind of like go based off of your story and your history with Armand and like try to make it about him. And it was all like, no, y'all were already cool and y'all hugged. Why are you trying to bring up an issue? And you don't even like Armand, and you were able to see what the issue was.
Exactly. And like I said on Neek's channel, I'm only give you one chance. Once you go public on me, that's it. That's like that. I'm not giving you another opportunity to come back because I'm not going to repeat this cycle with you. Like Denat, we would never, ever, ever in my lifetime be friend cool. We would never be shit. Like, don't come around me. Don't talk to me. Don't speak because I might slap you. You see what I'm saying?
Slap you with the truth.
I'm telling you, when I see him, 82, he can take this shit to the police. When I see him, he gonna have to say that junk because I'm the type of person, if you don't want to fight, I'm gonna make you, nigga. You gonna have to all this. That's why I'm not even gonna respond to him on my platform like that because Armand didn't even talk this much shit, but you just lying now. And I think a nigga really need to show him.
Flashback. Oh, joy.
He can turn on you and then expose you, you know?
Exactly. And with me, it's like, you know, I built my platform off of my criminal past. Like, you don't have nothing on me. Like, you don't have nothing on me. That's all they talk about is my past. But that's how I started my publication. Like, you have to go do your research. If you're a real journalist, if you want to be a real content creator, or you want to be a real investigator of something, go pull the full file. Don't just go pull some news outlets from my competitors. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. And the funny part is like, I don't know you personally. This is our first interaction, but I remember hearing something about it, but you've been transparent about it on your channel. Like, it's nothing that you ever try to hide. And so for him to try to put it out there today, like it was some new news or something like that, because you wasn't crazy until y'all had a falling out beforehand. You know, he was fine, but you know, now you're crazy and everything else. And it's like stuff from your past that he's trying to bring in today. Like, how do you feel about all that?
And the flashback.
I've never said anything to you like that. Like, oh, baby, you don't have that proof because you want to know why? Because somebody grimy like you would have dropped that. You would have definitely put that out there, wouldn't you? Yeah, you would. So let's go ahead and clear that shit up. But also, too, what I don't like is that this person tries to make it seem like, oh, I need to chase him or I'm doing this and that. No, bitch, I'm above you. Like, why would I need to chase you?
Lack of exchange thereof, that the only thing I saw was him coming over to us, not you bothering him, not you looking at him, not you menacing him, not you wasn't paying that nigga no mind. I would have never known y'all was beefing based on the interaction I saw and that it was all this other bullshit. There would have been no way for me to know that because you definitely wasn't acting like the aggressor.
Exactly. And he as soon as he got there, first thing he did was gaslight the whole court room to
thinking that, to poison them against you and have them biased against you from Jump Street. Right.
He's that evil. And it's people like him, is like, they don't like.
And I get it. I'm about to say, you need this because you got to go to a real court hearing. But just the declaration should probably be enough. The fact that there's a declaration from an attorney, I don't see how he's going to have evidence to overcome that.
Well, he probably tried to get Pam ESQ. who doesn't have any personal knowledge of anything, but she's always jumping in somebody else's business. And
yeah.
I mean, but I will say
Who is
after
Pam ESQ?
Pam ESQ is a lawyer that practices law, and she also follows cases. So
Okay.
I mean, if
Oh, is
anything,
that the black lady who was reporting on
yeah,
Megan Thee Stallion? Okay.
yeah,
Now I
I
know.
kind of stayed away from her because you know, of history and how people gossip and stuff. And then once Armand left, I had to have a conversation with her about getting an attitude with her downstairs when she was eating with some girl. Armand wasn't even around, but it was because I just felt like there was some type of opposition, especially since the first thing he did.
Well, no, I'm gonna clear it up, and I'm gonna try to make it as accurate time wise as possible, and say the reason I have this timeline is because I had to be somewhere at a certain time. So I have very clear recollection of when this happened, all the way until when I left.
Yeah, for
And
him,
I have
man.
personal of the events from inside the courtroom until the time I exited and saw you outside.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's gaslit the whole internet to believe that I'm a stalker, but you're sitting right in front of me. Like, dude, like it's.
And you came out of, and that's, I'm gonna make it a point to say he went out of his way and I'm gonna take a jab in the empty courtroom, like the
it was empty.
Like, it was empty. Even when we moved to a smaller courtroom, it was still empty. I was shocked at how empty it was. It wasn't like we was tight up on each other or nothing. It was plenty space for us to be spread out. It wasn't no reason for him to have came over there at all, if not but for trying to menace you.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
He could have sat where the fuck he was sitting. He was already seated. He was already set when he came over there. I watched him gather his stuff and move over. Because I remember looking at him, and I'm like, why does this nigga look so familiar? I remember thinking a lot, but I couldn't put two and two. I was like, everybody looks familiar, but I don't know who is who. So, yeah.
But now that...
And he had that raggedy-ass earring on, because that's what caught my eye. So...
But now that you understand that there's this issue where he's painting me away online and coming around me, now that you see that and realize that he sat in front of us smiling and cheesing, trying to butt in on the conversation.
And there was one particular time I remember, now that we're talking about this, where you were talking to me and he was turned fully around talking to somebody sitting, but that's when we was in the first courtroom. Not when we went to the second one. And I remember, like, why is he... And he was just making all this eye contact with me. Because I'm real big on eye contact. Because I don't like eye contact. Like, cause it's like... First of all, I don't like making eye contact with men. Like, but nonetheless, I was just like, why is he looking over here? And now it makes sense. He was looking over there because you was talking to me and was trying to probably figure out what the fuck we were talking about.
Exactly.
And trying to distract me. Because I'm like, why is he staring at me? Why he keep looking back here? Like, ain't he having a conversation with that lady? Why is he making all this eye contact with me? I don't feel comfortable with all. Like, these are things that I remember going through my head at the time.
But now they can say, well, Armand was scared of him. 82 is scared of him. Nick at Night is scared of him, and I'm like, that's the point, to just have a number.
Just take it to court. If you're scared and you feel like you have a significant proof and reasons to be scared, just take it to court. Because at this point in time, I've totally, and a part of me actually like not caring about the court of public opinion, because that's the reason we're in this situation. That's the reason why I don't fuck with Armand, is because you've tainted the court of public opinion about me, and now you want to convert that into the court of law, and it's not going to happen. Like like, I'm a brilliant mind. I think like lawyers. I think like judges. And so when these people say that, like, you niggas are just going to look toxic and low vibrational and delusional, and I'm not going to be expected to or obligated to respond to any of them no more, because they're all essentially going to be defeated in the court of law.
Trying to use the fact that you're vulnerable because you just came out of jail to paint a narrative about you. And I know that their viewer can be stupid enough to just go with it. To be like, well, he just came out of jail. Well, he has a reputation. And I'm like, I despise to see such blatant manipulation.
At this, like I said, I'm used to it. And after I was like, oh, you really wanna sue me about this? You really want to go down this route? Like, you really want to go down this route, and let's figure it out. Like, we're not talking about nobody in the chat that says they got law degrees and they're lawyers. No YouTuber who's a lawyer turned YouTuber. We're actually talking about the court of law. So I'm excited to have my day in court. I swear to God, I am. You understand what I'm saying? I'm
Quintal
super
is
duper excited
obsessed
about it.
with you, man.
Oh well.
That's the thing. You need to stop and go get. I'm like, that's the manipulation that I hate. Because I'm sorry. Let's look at her complaint, X on her face, sound effect, and the fact that Donat said, "Oh, someone died recently." I thought that was like, and I'm not American, but I thought that was like an equivalent of God don't play about me.
That's exactly what it was saying, just in
Yeah,
a way. Yeah, that was yeah. That's exactly what I
American,
was saying.
So I was like, I feel like it's like God don't play about me.
And it is that's the point. And like, if you go to a judge and say he said somebody died and he said he's a Mason, and it means what you just said. God don't play about me. I just articulated it and put information out there, and it's really about God not playing with me. The God is not going to play about me when it comes to you. Okay, that's all it is. And so I have honestly,
I'm learning.
I've honestly just like, I'm excited about this court case. I'm pretty excited about it. I really am. I think anybody and everybody should come out and report on it or whatever. I mean,
But I also think it needs to be shown as to why this is happening. Like, let's be clear. For me, as someone that, by the way, I like Armand Wiggins' content. I don't know the man. I like Nick at Night. I don't know them. I like their content. But I can tell that Nick at Night is just protecting her friend. And I can tell that
that's
Armand
it.
Wiggins, yeah. And Armand Wiggins, I can tell that maybe after the DD trial and all of that, he's trying to find something else. And he decided to take the trajectory of Donut, but he needs to remove Donut. And so let's do a whole campaign. And I
Hmm.
don't appreciate that personally. And
I
I
mean,
have nothing against those people.
I seen it and I see it. It's just like, the most empowering thing about it is me realizing that, damn, they're talking about you. I actually have the choice to listen to it or not. I actually have the choice to respond to it or not. And because I'm so entertaining and got so much energy and got this repertoire for always responding, like, this light bulb went off. Don't respond. Don't watch it. It'll be different if I didn't train my audience. Like, my audience, I always tell them, don't tell me nothing. Don't mention no content creators and so my audience, even if they're watching it, they're not expecting me to respond to it. I'm doing it on my own. So I'm not going to lose any supporters that I have. I'm not. Like, I even have supporters and people tell me, I heard about you and it was all bad. But then when I checked you out, I was like, what are they talking about? So they're still promoting me by way of dragging things on or whatever the case may be, and vice versa. Like, as soon as you promote somebody, or some people, even though Nika Nyquil has been on here longer, people got acquainted with her because I went to her platform, and now they're unsubscribing because they now realize what type of person she is. And that's just what it is. Like, that bitch
But
don't exist to me.
don't talk about being pro-black and then using the fact that this black man has this situation happening, and then you want to put, like, calling the police on a black person for no reason when you are a fellow black person. That does not sit well with me.
No, Nika Knight, she's a follower, not a leader. She wants to be a part of, and she wants to, from what I got from that player, she wants to duplicate and feel like, well, Armand filed one against him. Maybe I filed one too. She's just trying to wing it because like she's a grifter. It's the holidays coming around, you know, and she wants to play the sympathy. She wants to act like Denat's the bad. Like I'm not even gonna respond to her because I'm gonna set an example to show you how bitches like to run their mouth, and you just gonna run your mouth by yourself.
What? I've never clicked on a link so fast in my life. I feel like this is deja vu all over again. What is going on?
You know, he got arrested again, and from my understanding, they said he violated his terms of his of being out on his bond. He violated that, and they said it's another felony. So I'm not 100%
You think that was
sure.
because of Armand? He violated his thing? Because I put up the record right now because he has two on there, but that was an old one from 2025. He got booked today on the 22nd. He got booked at 1100. I think is that 11 p.m. or is that 11 a.m.? I'm not sure.
Probably 11 a.m.
But he's being held at the LSD SOLX Lennox Station Patrol. You are correct. He has $250,000 bail, and his next court date is on the 22nd, I think, or 26th at 8:30 in the morning. This is just a mess.
He just posted. They said no bars. That's what Armand Wiggins posted on his X account. And again, you guys, listen. Do not. I know he's gonna get mad at me saying this, but he had been crashing out. He had the case with Armand. Yeah. This man was dragging the attorney, saying the attorney allegedly slept with Ben Crump. He was saying stuff about Armand, and they supposed to have this big old restraining order case. Now, mind you, one of my subscribers was going to fly me down to LA. I wasn't gonna tell nobody this, but they was gonna fly me down to LA and fly me back to Vegas for the case. But now they're like, I'm gonna have to text her like, don't even waste your money.
You don't think he's gonna get out, Wiley, before Monday?
I don't think so. If it's 250,000, he said he only had to come up with 1%. Is that true in LA, or do you have to come up with 10%?
No, I think it's definitely 10%. That 1% is delusional. I think it's definitely 10% of whatever your bail is what you got to come up with. So in this case, it'll be like what, $25,000?
Facts. But if he already have a case and he messed up with the case, he may have to do a year. He was saying, because I was somewhere and he was claiming that he may have to do a year behind bars. And then he was saying he only had to come up with 1%. This is what he posted to his audience. He posted this to his audience, and he said that. I'm gonna make sure I read it to you guys. He said, let me scroll up here. He said, "Hey, I'm rearrested for the incident that occurred on July 17th, 2025. This is a total surprise, but I thought everything was over. Have arraignment this coming Monday where I will request to get out of jail for free or reduce the bill. Worst case, I may have to pay 1% of the bill. I need to raise $2,500. I don't believe in that 1%. Somebody said I'm in Cali. It's 10%. So 10% of 250,000 ain't that 25,000 that you have to come up with?
Exactly.
I think Armand Wiggins is celebrating this. This is like a major celebration because literally people thought like, oh, Armand's going to lose this case. Armand's going to lose this case. Now Denat is in jail, locked up. He was just on the show, saying all type of stuff. And he said that apparently, he said when I was in jail, he was trying to help me. But my audience said no, Wiley, he was trying to get your subscribers to send him money.
He was trolling basically because when you got in, he basically said, y'all, let's help Wiley get out of jail. Let's create a GoFundMe or send a fund to me, and I'm going to help try to get Wiley out of the jail. That's what he was saying.
But then he'll try to switch it. Oh, I was doing this when Stormy and Armand was talking about you, and I said something that may be true, but you had your motive where you were being shady and tried to get my audience to send him money to send to me, in which trying to be shady. But again, he's locked up in California, so I'm assuming that on Monday,
at 8:30 in the morning.
At 8:30 in the morning, I want to know why would they not arraign him on tomorrow, which is Friday.
Because Wiley, whenever I don't know what I think it was, I don't know, but whenever you get arrested on a Friday, they're not going to see you until that Monday.
Okay.
Now, if he would have got arrested on a Thursday, then he would have been arraigned on a Friday. But since he got arrested on a Friday, he's going to have to sit for the whole weekend until he sees a judge Monday morning at 8:30 in the morning.
Are you going to go? Okay, I was going to ask you, are you going to go?
No, I'm not going to. He's crazy, and I feel like once you get on Denat's radar, you can't get off of it. So I want to stay away from crazy, but I do love the drama and the mess. But my question to you, Wiley, when is Armand and him's court day? Is it?
It's okay.
Soon, or is it?
Yeah, it is happening soon. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this, you guys, but it's this month. So I'm assuming, if any of my subscribers know about it, please let me know. It's sometime next week, I'm assuming. How many more weeks we got of this month?
I'm not. This month we have, let's see, look at the calendar. we only got like 9 days. Let's say 22nd. So the day ends on the 31st, which is the next Sunday. Now, if he stays in longer than 2 weeks, he's going to
the 28th. The 28th is the court date.
Right. So if he stays in there longer than the 28th, Armand's going to win by default.
I know a couple of lawyers up there that does civil litigation. So I don't need no lawyer from Florida. He was on the phone with some crook. They need to snatch her goddamn bar license. Like, and he's secretly recording people.
I need you to say everything that you said in the declaration or give me consent to record you.
We can do both.
Okay, cool. So, all right, let me see.
I'll write a declaration that, because this will make good for my shit later. Because then it's on the record. I want to write a declaration because I want it on some court. So there's something called judicial notice.
Exactly.
And so once I write a declaration in this, I can use it as judicial notice in my shit with Megan Cunningham. So that's what I'm saying. I'm more than willing to not only give you a recorded statement, but to actually write a declaration.
Okay, I'm recording right now. Your name is Ariel Mitchell Kidd, and you are a licensed attorney in Miami, Florida, correct?
Yes, that's correct. My bar number is 125-714.
And you attended the Megan Thee Stallion trial the Friday before that Thanksgiving. I want to say that was November the 18th or something.
18th, 17th, 18th, that Friday before Thanksgiving week. Yes, I did.
Okay, and when you seen Armand come and sit next to me, did you see me show any tension in my body or anything that indicated that I would strike him?
No, I didn't see anything that would even indicate to me that y'all knew each other, because you were too busy talking to me.
And writing notes focused on the trial, right?
Right. Well, I mean, so let me clarify. There was a period of time, two separate periods of time. One where in the first courtroom, there was some technical issues. And during that time, you were engaged with me that entire time. Then once we moved courtrooms, you sat next to me and were engaged with me until the trial started. And then once the trial started, you were taking notes just like I was taking notes. I didn't see you engaged with anybody else other than me.
Exactly. So I'll tell you the rundown of the history. I came on a YouTube very cocky from Clubhouse, and I feel like I'm very entertaining, more entertaining than others. And I feel like it's a hateful competition aspect. Armand Wiggins and I first started talking about me, like helping him transition into Hollywood. This was like in April 2023. And then he tried to use me as a peon to go against a content creator by the name of The Wiley Show, a content creator by the name of King Payne. And he tried to dictate and control an interview I did with this one girl named Cupcake that was at the Tory Lanez trial. Because I felt like controlled by him, I have since blocked him, and he has done everything so sneakily to continue to harass me and stalk me. And so what happened, I met him in real life, and I seen him and Bobby Lights doing coke in the bathroom at Zeus Network, and it concerned me to know that this person is getting money from mostly black women to purchase and consume drugs. And so I told people online, and he had an issue with that. And the next day, he actually met up with Blame It on K-Way and Jonathan Wright and said that he was going to whoop my ass the next time he seen me. Now, that was hearsay until during the Diddy trial when I actually had a conversation with him and he confirmed those statements. But between him saying he was going to whoop my ass in the Diddy trial, there was another Zeus event that my friend invited me to. And because I was like, what? So when we was outside of the Zeus event, I walked past him because I need to make sure that there's no issue. And if there's going to be an issue, I need to check the temperature. Then when we got into that Zeus event, everything was cool. And I think I like jokingly pointed out somebody that he pretty much had issues with. And he got mad and like stuck his hand in my face. And it led to an altercation where I guess we mutually got into it. But he went back online saying that I'm a stalker, and everything that I do, every time I see him in public, I'm under the impression that this guy will go back to the internet to continue to perpetuate a narrative that I'm a stalker. I've taken pictures with him since this incident at Zeus. I've had conversations with him, and I was patient with him for months to see if he was going to go back to the internet and like get me from underneath this I'm a stalker narrative. It happened even to the point to where I was promoting and even told a content creator, Nick at Night, back in September. I texted her on Instagram telling her that I was going to the Megan Thee Stallion trial. He, on October the 15th, said he wasn't going, and if he was to go, he was going to fight me. And so as soon as he came, he started causing trouble, havoc and confusion, just a lot of negative energy because he's a dark person and very antagonistic, as you witnessed. And so because he came after me, after I already planned it, the first day he went online and saw my commentary, I guess he did, but then he begged his audience for money to go to the trial to like compete with me, right? And that first day he got there, which was 3 days before you came into the case, he lied and said that I threatened him in a bathroom and had some attorney to misconstrue lyrics and me humming to be a credible threat and try to get me kicked out of the courthouse. And
I was reading that. Yeah, I read that. Okay.
right. And then after that, he got on the plane, even though he let everybody know that he was leaving, he got on the plane and blamed me for leaving and said that I stalked him. So he's been going with this defamatory statement that I'm a stalker. It makes me uncomfortable because he wants to be cool. And every time we have personal interaction, it's always been pleasant because I play nice. But in the back of my head, I'm afraid that this dude is going to go and tell the public that I'm stalking him. Like that's,
I mean, he found an injunction, a restraining order against you for that. So at this point, it's not your imagination and you being unreasonable. He is doing that, and he's pushing the narrative by using the courts.
and the temporary restraining order got denied.
Yeah, because it ain't no real threat. In order to get an ex parte restraining order granted, you got to say this person is threatening to kill you, you in fear for your life, and without some type of language like that, which I know there wasn't, because I know you wouldn't. I know it didn't exist. I haven't seen it on the internet. I'm sure if you did, he would have said that by now.
The closest thing that I've done when it comes to a threat is not credible. If I say, let's get in mutual combat, let's put on boxing gloves, that's not a threat at all.
That's an invitation to a fight. That's what celebrity boxing is for. You don't know how many? I know the people at celebrity boxing.
And you know, you got Jake Paul, you got Jake Paul, Logan Paul, and all these YouTubers who actually transition into boxing.
Day. They had a YouTube versus streamer boxing match I saw before.
Exactly. And so that's what he's saying is a threat. And he's also like, after I was notified that he filed the lawsuit, I had said, bitch, you're going to have a law degree by the time you get done with me if you want to go this route, and I'm going to cost you money in the court. That's not a threat. That's a promise. You can't play in the court system because the court system is costly. I was actually warning him the financial consequences of getting into some litigation with somebody like me. So, and other than that, like he makes these videos and they go viral. He makes these statements, they go viral. Many people from TikTok, from X, from YouTube, they know he's talking about me because he's continued to abate this narrative that I'm stalking him everywhere he go. Anytime he say he's being stalked, people know that he's talking about me, and it's disturbing me. It makes me uncomfortable. And I tried to play it at the Diddy trial, and he didn't appreciate that. And then at the Lil Nas X trial, I just completely.
It's like, so you have claims for like negligent intention and infliction of emotional distress. One of my favorite set of torts is the invasion of privacy torts. Nobody ever uses them because everybody likes defamation.
Right.
And while that's all well and good, defamation only works if it's a lie. Now, what if and it rises to these elements? False light is like what I consider defamation, diet defamation. It doesn't have to just be a straight up lie. It's just, did he paint you in a false light? Did he paint you as somebody that you're not? Versus, did he just straight up lie about you? So, like that's part of what I'm going after Megan Cunningham for is false light. Because you're a public figure, I'm a public figure. Now I got Trey Songz and then while I'm saying invasion of privacy because they thrusted me. Had that shit never happened, I wouldn't have been thrusted into the public spotlight the way that I was.
Right.
But nonetheless, you somebody, and people could say I'm somebody who chose to be in a public spot, like, well, that's great. And defamation has actual malice that you have to reach, all of these elements that are a little harder than false light. False light is always, it's like a lesser included charge, but it's a separate set of elements. So, which is why I like it. But just, based off what I've read and what you're telling me right now, is that something you're trying to do? Are you trying to sue him? Has he sued you? Is there like what has happened in between? I just saw the restraining order.
Right. Did you accept this from someone? Okay. All right, cool. So nothing has essentially happened. At the end of the day, conclusively, what he's wanting to do and trying to do, and even got Nick at Night to turn on me, is to paint me as if I'm a problem covering these trials and these cases, and in conjunction with smearing me and false light defamation in a court of public opinion. They're now trying to use the court to make some type of
court.
Right. They're trying to use the real court. Okay. And literally, a process server just served the restraining order, and so now I got the restraining.
Now that means you just got to show up for the restraining of the actual hearing. Yeah.
Right. And Ariel Mitchell, I along with you and 3 other people that were actually there and have personal knowledge, I'm gonna get you to talk about and discuss the facts of a declaration, or being that you are an attorney yourself, did you want to type it up?
No, I was going to say, just let me know the elements and when you need this by. And like, when I say elements, like, what's the high points you want me to hit? That I saw him come over to us, that you were paying him dust. If anything, you was in my face and you was engaged with me the entire time. So at least on Friday, and then that I saw you when I left out and we talked. Now, I don't know what happened when I left. I know what time I left because I had to go get my husband from the airport and everything. Mm-hmm. So I have a lot of tight timelines in terms of like phone records and all of these things when I had to the flight when my husband landed. The text from when him like, damn, you still there? Ain't you come in and get me type thing. So, because you left before I got into it with Megan Cunniff upstairs. When we was yelling, when I was yelling and going back and forth with her, which also something I found interesting was they had the courtroom blocked off with just Megan Thee Stallion people and her security was standing in front of the door. But when Megan Cunniff trying to run away from me, they let her go in there. I said, oh, so she part of the family.
Oh yeah. She definitely was pro Megan Thee Stallion the whole time. Me, I didn't really turn until I heard a couple of testimonies and other people shared their stories about cyber stalking and being bullied and harassed online. And you got this weirdo Armand. How dare you report on this when you have participated in the same type of behavior? And doing it in real time. What's crazy?
I don't know what the laws are in California, but like in Florida, our statute last October 2022, I think it was, whenever I was dealing with that duty low shit, it had just changed. I think it was 22. That October, our cyber stalking laws had just changed. So like Florida is one of the very few states where you can get a restraining order just for cyber stalking. And where if they say make 2 threats at you, that's it. That's all you need. Even if they don't at you or say your name, where a reasonable person can determine they talking about you. So again, I don't know what the California laws. Again, I practice a lot in California, but I'm not as surprised as I am with the Florida laws. But just let me know when you want the declaration. If you want to tell me what high points you want me to hit, like, from what I saw that if anything, he was bothering you, not the other way around. So I don't know what else you want me to hit, but
I mean that's it. And the only time I would prep declarations is if other people don't know what they're doing and stuff. But obviously it has to be in your words, and given the fact that you're an attorney and you have personal knowledge, I would want the declaration.
Right. I wouldn't let you write it for me anyway. Just so
you funny.
I will write it myself just because I want to, protect myself, and more importantly, I'm a lawyer, so I know my declaration is going to have more weight. But and I know this finna open up a whole nother frenzy because it's gonna be like, what the fuck was Ariel doing there? Yeah, I had beef with Megan Cunniff. That's why I was there. I ain't give a fuck about Megan Thee Stallion at all. Like that was the least of my concerns.
It makes a lot of sense. If and when he sees me. So there's no playing the victim. There's none of that shit, bitch. Go ask LAPD
Hell no,
in
we
the
have
Los
this
Angeles
flip.
District Attorney's Office how many DA rejections that I done took because you motherfuckers done played with me. You're gonna get fucked up for fucking with me. That's to any nigga or bitch that want to step to me.
Like, I didn't like the whole, I think it smells bad. It smells like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely an op-up. Like, you know,
Yes.
It's definitely an op-up. It's definitely given. Let's all collectively just pile up and let's figure out how to hurt him. You cannot hurt me because the public believed that you was my friend when the whole time I knew you wasn't my friend. And I'm supposed to go to the plant, explain to the public why you decided to show your hand. I think they'll see that for themselves. You know, if it's entertaining, if it's hot and I'm doing a docket on the weekend, if like, for instance, they're talking about me and if I get bored and I need content, then I probably go and listen to what they said just to put them on the docket. And that's just content. It doesn't mean that I'm crashing out. It doesn't mean that I don't care about these people. Like how I'm acting right now is who I am in real life. Armand knows it. Neek knows it. Like I just get on here with a hyper energy because this is content. Like from the Diddy trial to the Megan Thee Stallion trial, I'm writing notes to cover the law. Getting viral clips with the celebrities and also giving YouTube and this particular platform, there's an audience for people that wants to see the content creator beef and the issues. And I've done those three things immaculate all at the same time in the same day, from the Diddy trial to the Milagro Grams trial. And for some reason he's crazy. And it's because of this narrative that Big Gums got me under. People have a wool over their eyes and they can't see and appreciate the multi-dimensional facet person that I am. But these content creators, they know that. They see that. I don't have to explain that to them. They would rather come on here and deceive the people. This is why I like any content creator secrets is not a secret when it comes to me. Any back communication, there's nothing that I've ever communicated with you that you and I both know that we can't talk about privately. I don't do that. Like there's no private conversation that you can have with me to think that we can't have this conversation publicly. These are the people that phone rings out the hook and talk all day from people on the internet that they never even met in real life and neglect that, like Nick at NyQuil. Nick, you haven't talked to your cousin in 10 years, but you talk to all of these people who convinced you things about online and stuff every single day. You ain't promote your cousin. You sitting there, why are you crying about your cousin? You can talk about, I probably know more about your cousin just from looking at her channel than you. You didn't talk to her for 10 years. Like like Armand has a brother and a sister with YouTube channels. They're trying to make it. He won't even promote them, won't shout them out. And you see me.
What?
Yeah. Like if I'm promoting you and shouting you out, Madgie, what make you think that if my family, niece, nephew, whoever, anybody collaborate with me, I'm going to show them love. These people don't show love to the people in their real lives, but want to come to the internet and build false narratives. And for y'all to think that they're somehow special. And because I don't subscribe to that, let's go ahead and eliminate him out of the equation.
But do you think that was something that was brewing? And by the way, 10 out of 10 with your reaction. Since you have come back from jail, you have been impressive.
Thank you.
No, for real. Like, you are so calm. Watching that play would have made me become enraged.
It's not working because the anger management class is working. And then it's like this is why, like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but this weekend, particularly in my audience, no, you notice how, like, I usually, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna roast these motherfuckers for playing. I'm gonna do it at the beginning of the show, then get into the real content. No, this weekend I flipped it. I was like, let me get into the real content to show them that this energy, this behavior, this sporadic roast and stuff applies to any and everybody. And then at the end of the show, let me go ahead and do it to these losers on YouTube. And if you watched it the entire time, then you would know that it's just nothing personal. And I feel like the things that I say, the way that I roast, it hurts people. But if people let me know that it hurts you, like Nika and I could have told me a long time ago, what you're saying and doing on the internet is hurting you. You didn't have to wait till the Tory Lanez trial. Prime example with you. When I roasted you and you started crying, what did I do immediately?
You said that it was beautiful and it was funny to see me cry. And then after that, you wrote to me to say, it's nothing personal, ain't that deep, relax. It's just the dozen.
The dozens. And then and I was like, okay. And I even went on my platform. Like, I don't want to see nobody hurt and cry. You know, the truth can't be considered disrespectful. And believe it or not, most of my roasts, whether you realize it or not, it'd be the truth. If you pay attention to what I'm saying, it'd be the goddamn truth.
Now I'm thrown about, Madagascar. I remember those days.
Madagascar. That was a year ago. To this day, that was a year ago. Oh my gosh.
That was so funny.
Madagascar.
I remember when I would cry and I was like, you have been cruel.
Madgie said in 18-2, he's a wolf, but the night, oh, he's a snake. He's just mean and vicious. That shit was so funny.
Oh yeah, no, that's been a year ago. That was a year ago. Wow.
Look at Maria. She's your moderator. She said, that's how I found out about Madgie. Bro, that's like, how come everybody can talk about me and the whole objective of talking about me? This is where Nika and Nate crossed the line for me, and I was like, fuck you. Your whole objective, it seemed like, talking about me was to trash me. You see all these negative comments in your channel. You see the day before that I'm telling people not to harass you. You don't pay me the same respect or anything. Then think you're going to build a false story about me and for me to click your link and smile. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, you dumb asshole. You know, like, get out of here. Fucking stupid ass motherfucker. I gotta see straight through you. Shitty ass, fish smelling ass bitch.
He's here calling you a sweetheart. He's so nice, but I am so scared of him. There was an X on my face. An X on my face. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, and then like, what's crazy? Last night I click Consciousness platform, and like I said, there, like Conscious, I gave Conscious a thumbnail. Like Conscious still had the video up.
My way of spending 30 days in jail and accepted anger management classes instead of going to trial and being in that trial. That was my way of holding him for their way of holding me accountable for this lawyer alleging that I assaulted him.
Can you hear me still?
Courthouse, a lawyer said that you threatened him in the hallway? Yes, this is what this is about. Okay.
So remember when he was at court for his initial assault case from 2023, the last time when he failed to comply with his diversion program, he had to go back. And remember, he was acting up in the courthouse when, remember, Danny Robinson gave a full breakdown on our platform. Speaking of full breakdowns, Danny Robinson is also going to be giving a full breakdown of the Lady Letitia court case with Madgie. So again, make sure that you guys are over there, subscribe, with all your notifications turned on, because you don't want to miss it. I'm going to be there as well, because I want all of you. Yes, it did. Like this video, gathering close. He said some people from the YouTube have been communicating with the district attorney's office. I believe he's referring to Armand. So he's saying that the assault charge is a wobbler, which means that they can either charge him with a misdemeanor or a felony. They're still obviously deciding, which is probably why the case information hasn't populated fully yet. They're, I guess, deciding whether they want to again charge him with a felony or a misdemeanor. What are your thoughts? Y'all let me know in the chat. My, he done really fucked up this time, huh?
It's not gonna fly. Like, my whole thing is like, I'm kind of exhausted with doing this, but if I really wanted to like fight it, it's not gonna fly. Worst case, like year on probation, and do I need to get charged? They charge you with they charge me with assault on public officials. Now, assault is when you with somebody.
So he's been charged with assault on public official. Assault on a public official. Yeah. My. What are your thoughts? Y'all let me know in the chat. Like this video. What a crown family at? What a crown family at? What a crown family at? Let me see those crowns in the chat. It's up and it's stuck here in a home other situation. He said he was charged with assault on a public official. $250,000 bond win. Like this video. Remember to support. We have any trophies in the chat? The number today is 12. This is exclusive tea here. Nobody else has this. This is exclusive tea. You should gather in close, act like you know where you're at. Act like you know where you're at. Let me see those crowns in the chat. It's up and it's stuck here in the home of the situation.
You're going to touch them according to them. From my understanding, assault is when you try to touch someone but unsuccessful in doing so. Because when you touch them, there's a battery. Like, and they're trying to stretch details. They're trying to make it seem like I tried to hit him or I did something that.
Oh, you called him and they said it's a felony. Oh, he got a felony. Wow. My. Wow. Yeah, it's a brand new charge. It is a brand new charge. I told you that, friend. I told you that. Okay, don't be hurt. So Fisher King Payne show you. I don't need no help. I told you that. Like this video, gather in close. Oh. You hear audio?
People really gotta follow that if you go to the jury trial, but like I've already dealt with this, you know. So hopefully, so the question is, violated your diversion program. Were you taking the anger management classes? Oh yeah, I took an 8 court order, I took 26, and I took a total of 18, and in those 26 classes.
So I asked him, I said, well, have you been taking your anger management classes? You know, he said he's been working on his anger. And he said, yeah, I've been taking my anger management classes. I said, well, if you've been taking your anger management classes, then what's the problem here?
It went to February 24th, so I was right on point. Right, so that's another thing going right there. That's something else that I have to bring to court's attention. But if I don't complete it,
not my friend.
This incarceration is a legitimate excuse. But I'm hoping and praying that this will be over, and that something can be worked out come Tuesday. So
he said he's hoping, wishing, and praying that, you know, everything will work out come Tuesday, and they just let him out. I guess the anger management class is not working. He's going to get some time this time around with the felony. Lord. Like this video, gather and close.
I'm just going to let my audience know and get some cash out, shit like that, to get everything bond out.
So he said he's going to reach out to his supporters to get some cash apps. You know, he's going to try to get a reduced bond and bail out on Tuesday. That inner tube up on the inside, knowing that he's the man.
Is all the 26, and hopefully I can get a reduced bond. If not, I'm not waiting any time. We're gonna go into a preliminary, and then we're gonna go to preliminary and a trial within the next 30 days. Because I'm not waiving any trial. That's worst case scenario. Like if I'm still in here, they still push the issue. If I don't take a deal or whatever the case may be, that's what it is. But
so apparently he's hoping that they give him a deal. He said, hopefully they give him a deal or something. He's trying to get out. He needs to be out. Okay, up here. And, you know, I asked him the same questions like, how does this affect, you know, your case with Armand? I asked him all of that. This interview for me. I'm like, shit. This interview for me with, okay, up here. My. Like this video. This is exclusive. Breaking news. Here in the home of the situation. My child is back in jail, and he may be, you know, looking at 1 year in prison. Maybe 2. What are your thoughts? Y'all let me know in the chat. Does this mean that his diversion program has been, you know, breached and, you know, he has to, you know, do that time that was over his head in addition to fighting his new charge? That could be 2 years. What are your thoughts? Y'all let me know in the chat. 2 years, critter free. What are your thoughts? Y'all let me know in the chat. Lady T gonna need some therapy. Lady T gonna need some therapy. Her man is gone. Okay, up here, her I can see it now. Her and the inner tube is gonna be fighting over visits. What are your thoughts? Hey, Tip West, hey, friend. Why is it taking so long? It kind of feels like it's related to the case that you're fighting with Armand because he has a similar narrative. This call is being recorded. Hello? Yeah, because it has a similar narrative with you threatening him in the bathroom and this person threatening him in the hallway. So I'm asking him about, his case again and Armand's case, like how these two cases are very similar. Like, is this going to have any bearing on your case? And, he's getting ready to explain that, this case has no relevancy with the next. It's irrelevant because he's not a victim of defendant or he has nothing to do with that. And on top of that, you're innocent until proven guilty. He can't use an open case that has no adjudication against me to prove his point, and especially there's friend, I was thinking that the whole fucking call. Usually it's like 15 minutes, 18 minutes. Like, I'm looking like, this song's still talking. I'm going to get it. I'm going to juice it for as much as I'm going to, as long as I'll make the call as long as, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a business. It's a business at the end of the day, so I'm going to let you talk. It was a free call, so I'm going to let you talk. Like, run it. Whole time I'm thinking, how you got my number? Like, how you in jail? It's like, is it written on the wall in there or something? Like, why does everyone call me when they get arrested? Why me? Whether they like me or they hate me. When they go to jail, they call me. What is it? Why are you calling me? Maybe because I'm quick to listen and slow to respond a lot of the time. Maybe they just know that I would at the very least listen, and if nothing else, talk about it. I ain't got it with okay. I'm over here working on my bail money, right? No, yes it did. Bail money, yes it did. Where my trophies at? Crown Family, remember, hop out of the bushes and support this video. Fish campaign. You never know. You never know. I might need some bail money. Okay, on period. Don't let me be in one of these situations. We okay on period. Yeah, he would try, but that's like most distractor. That's irrelevant. Like how you try to use my vacation litigate, like how you try to use my credit record from Florida, and just dismiss case. He tried all that stuff, and it's irrelevant. It has nothing to do with y'all. Like this video. Remember to support. It's up and it's stuck. Let's get it. Okay, on period. Let me hear you. I don't know what it is. Just like karma coming crashing. My whole thing is like. Ooh. It's not saying that, he feel like this is karma. He feel like this is karma. So, ooh, my karma, bitch. The girls love to play with fire till they get burned. The girls love to play with fire till they get burned. My. Y'all like this video? Gather in close. And remember to share. Subscribe, turn all your notifications on. It's up and it's up. I totally understand. I mean, it's definitely exhausting. I went to the court system. You're right. It's exhausting like a motherfucker. I mean, you're locked up, free. It's just so exhausting. It's a lot. It's just a lot to deal with. So, yes, definitely. It's a lot to deal with. It's just like I got a life. Like, I don't want to be in no litigation unless I absolutely have to. If I'm going to file a lawsuit, that means that was a last resort before I get out here and do something stupid, Did Armand ever respond to the anti-slap? Oh yeah, that's what it is. The slap was filed on December 9th. The 5,633 pages was their response to anti-slap, and then I replied with a total of 30 pages that is declarations, 4 declarations. Yeah, 4 declarations plus evidence attached. The pleading. This call is being recorded. All of that I did was 30 pages. So, they lost the paperwork game. I knew they were going to lose the paperwork game. Especially these who would submit 5,000 pages of anything to the courts. Exactly. And so, how's she even an attorney? I don't know if she's going to get an attorney. I thought it was her to do what I did to her. Yeah, again, he submitted all kind of motions to the court to have Armand's attorney's license revoked. Now, with the court of law and shit like that, that's the reason why this situation is happening. Is it's like these
have a criminal record, okay? Anger management is just done, not on my record, move on. I was even taking anger management classes in a 214 BC case if it wasn't for the situation that I'm locked up for right now. I would have even took that. I would have took them to trial. I would have beat them. And turned around and sued every last and everything. I was like, you know, but I don't, like, that's you arrested for like $250,000 on the 214 BC and then turn around and arrest them for actual charges related to what I already was. It's like fucking double jeopardy, honestly. That's what I'm thinking. Like, but I mean, it's something new, but I don't know. They knew.
Double jeopardy. My. Y'all like this video? Like this video? That is the knot on the line when, okay, he called me from jail today after he was arrested this afternoon for a new charge of assault on a public official. His bail is $250,000 win, and he wants his supporters to cash app him so that he can bail out on Tuesday. He needs $2,500 so that he can bail out because, according to the knot, he has good credit. What are your thoughts? Y'all let me know in the chat. Gathering close.
What they were doing because they were at the court case where you got the diversion. So whoever this is, they felt like getting you back, or they obviously really felt threatened. You know, you call him a hacker, so you feels like you disrespect him, we gonna get you back, I guess. That's what it is. Right, that's what it is, right? To me, it's retaliation on his part, but now he's trying to make it look like retaliation on my part. And I even reported he got dumb. So your bail is $2,000, he's trying to get it reduced. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get reduced on the court on Monday. So I mean, they can't even got you, he tried to suffer. Like, you got me just totally out of my, like, you know, I mean,
Girl, he said that he was completely surprised when he had no idea. He had a warrant out for his arrest. And when the police and the SWAT came and they tackled him on this afternoon, he was, you know, taken aback when he didn't know what was going on when, you know, he felt as though when the situation came up, they had settled it, quashed it. And, you know, for it to come up 2 months later, he's you know, very, very bamboozled.
But anyways, no, I was trying to see, like, I've created videos with X's on people's faces, and like I don't even have to explain that. Like,
no, nobody needs to explain.
Who would be dumb
That's
to even like? Oh my gosh! Like, just file your paperwork.
Can you imagine someone like people did worse than put an X on my face? Are you kidding me? An X and then a random pew 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 sound at the beginning that is clearly a sound effect. I'm threatened for my life. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and people said, like I said, she got 30K views. She needed the click. Of course, she needed the clicks. Like, that's just what it is. You need to take care of your daughter, and that's sad. At the end of the day, she got a daughter to take care of. A daughter, no man, and a whole bunch of toys that she use, wash off real good, and ship them out to her supporters. So.
Oh, because like I said, for me, I was just like, she's trying to give a solid to Armand while getting views of just showing the worst stereotype of Black people. And I'm just like, thank you so much. Like, it's like, because I'm thinking a lot about 82, who is milking the situation. And I'm just like,
I haven't even seen it.
Not pro-Black. I am so tired of this man. You're pro-Black. Like, this should go against what you believe in, whatever that you like the person or not.
You know why I'm calm? Because, see, I know law, and I know what niggas say in the court of public opinion don't fucking matter. You know, I know that. And the more people you see take on this notion in the court of public opinion and rather directly or indirectly rally behind, or even the blogger, it's like, I'm looking at you, I'm like, bitch, you know, you're indirectly serving the purpose of the same nigga who you came online and threatened and said that you was gonna go to the next court here and fight him. You're the one who needs a restraining order, not me. But I'm like, you're so goddamn dumb. You're standing behind somebody whose whole purpose and intent was to display their loyalty to the one person who you said you didn't like. You're a fucking follower too. I'm not fucking with none of them. Like, no, I don't give a fuck. If you are a YouTuber, don't fucking speak to me. Don't talk to me, especially if you're Black. At some court case, at some public event, bitch, go on. don't fucking talk to me. Don't look at me. There's no influence that you have. You're not going to help me get paid. You're not going to help me do a motherfucking thing. You just fear competition. And I've been humble this entire time. And y'all motherfuckers want me to act out of an ego.
Me, when I look at Armand and his reaction to you, I'm like, this man is, and like I said, love Armand, more oil, but he seems terrified of you.
And you notice how earlier you said you don't have a problem with Armand and Nick. You watch their content and how you just you notice I have not said or given you any pushback.
Exactly.
That is your personal choice on who you decide to watch and not watch, regardless of how I feel about them. They don't have no moral compass. They don't have the same MO, and they look at me and they act like, well, since the not don't do that, it's easier for me to go ahead and brainwash people. You know, it's fucked up. It's nigga shit. Like, sorry, but like, I'm just being real with y'all. I love black people. I love my people. I try my best to look out, but I'm tired. Like, there's barely any black people in my real life, barely any black people that I can call and keep it a being with. And so for white people, Asian people, Jewish people, it makes me sad because it makes me feel like, damn, do I have to be tokenized? Which is not a bad thing, but damn, where's all the real niggas at? Like, and niggas is just not real. So
there are a lot of them that are busy being, there is a lot of crab in a barrel. Like when I look at Armand and how he seems to react to you, like it's weird. Because it's really like your success at the Milagro versus Megan.
And my pause. Yeah, and I want to say he has an audience and a rapport for dealing with the rap girls and covering those people religiously. So with him coming, I already knew he was gonna drag me in the numbers. That never wavered me from being passionate about doing the crime. That never wavered me from covering Megan. Like, Megan was not fucking with nobody out there but me and then Megan Kuniff when I wasn't there anymore, you know? So, like, this is what they're afraid of. Those moments that are undeniable that they can't take away from me. But you can come to the courthouse fucking with me. And when I decide, okay, well, there's an audience that wants this conflict and let me speak about it online. And then let me go back upstairs and don't pay attention to the nigga, pay this nigga dust, write my notes. But somehow that takes precedence over the fact that I got all of this Megan content. The fact that I actually know what I'm talking about, like with the law. Like, and now you motherfuckers are gonna know. You motherfuckers want to go to these cases, act like you know what you're talking about, sensationalizing shit. Then bitch, sensationalize your own shit when you lose in the court of law. So he's done himself a disfavor. Like, you're not going to go to the Little Dirt case and Big U case and everybody is going to be told and notified that you are filing restraining orders against people for no reason. Like, no.
But is there a reason why he's so scared of you?
He's scared of the potential. And this is why he has me in this bubble to sway that I'm a stalker, because that's the way he controlled public perception about me. So I can hang out with him and be cool, but in the back of my head, there's a fear element of, damn, if I piss him off, he's gonna get back online and say that I'm a stalker. It doesn't matter if we're cool and hang out. We can go travel for 2 weeks and come back and we're cool, but still, he still has this ability to come online and say, I'm a stalker. That's not cool. And to manipulate people. Oh yeah, he begged me and I was just pretending and I was just being cool with him, but I really don't like him. He's been stalking me and I just try to show my stalker grace, and other people are perpetuating that narrative. That's very dangerous. That has affected me multidimensionally, you know? And so that, what I'm telling you, in content creators that are watching know it. They know that that's his way of controlling my because he's been here forever. It ain't like new people just running to YouTube. You know, he feels like he wants to dominate this space. And he's been here for a long time. If whether you subscribe to him, like him, love it or not, chances are if you come across Denat, you already know who Armand is. and he has me under this bubble to where I'm a stalker. And so at any time,
I learned about Armand on the Diddy trial. I learned about you first.
and at any time he feel like he can come and pull whatever carpet I have and whatever success and whatever I have from underneath my feet by claiming it as his own, or somehow, for instance, even when I was in the car crying, like, you know, I was like, oh, mom, radio, fuck you. But then I realized, I was like, this is not even about her. This is about the fact that I'm in my car and I got to go see my sister, and I'm thinking about memories of my sister. He even took that, even in that video, I didn't mention him one thing. He took that and said that was about him. Like, who's stalking who? Who's stalking who?
How long has he been on you like that?
Since September 21st, 2023, this guy has controlled the narrative online saying that I'm a stalker. It has been repeated all the way up until today. Armand Wiggins stalker and stalker this. So anytime Armand says stalker, he's sending a bird, even though he's not saying my name, he's already put the narrative in motion. And people like the Fish Eye Fool and all these other platforms, they've registered it and they know who he's talking about. So when you're at the Megan Thee Stallion trial, and I'm at the Megan Thee Stallion trial, and we both are getting 100,000 plus impressions on Twitter and YouTube, they know me and you are the only two in this space that's there. And you go to tweeting this man, everybody know what you like. All the videos that they done did, Coffee City, the screenshots I done got, they know who you're talking about. So you can't sit up here and say, oh, I wasn't talking about him. Your backhanded, underhanded tactics does not work in the court of law. It just takes a declaration.
I've never said anything to you like that. Like, oh, baby, you don't have that proof, because you want to know why? Because somebody grimy like you would have dropped that. You would have definitely put that out there, wouldn't you? Yeah, you would. So let's go ahead and clear that shit up. But also, too, what I don't like is that this person tries to make it seem like, oh, I need to chase him, or I'm doing this and that. No, bitch, I'm above you. Like, why would I need to chase you? What am I chasing?
If you decide to pull up the table to squash something with somebody and you're saying, oh, I'm having issues with them at the trial, don't wait until another person come out and speak to say something, because y'all already had y'all conversation at Sylvia's. You get what I'm saying? Say, hey, bro, I thought we squashed it. I thought we deaded it. You get what I'm saying? And go from there. So yes, he was reuniting and restarting stuff with Armand. He wants to be like Armand. I can show you text messages where that's all he talks about is Armand. Like, I talked about Armand back then, and that was it. You get what I'm saying? Right. So that was long time ago, like 2 years ago or something. He always talks about Armand. He sent me a text message between him and Armand. I mean, it's like, you know, I don't know what it is with Armand. I don't know if he want to have sex with Armand. I don't know what it is with Armand with him.
Yeah, one is jealousy, because he feels that I'm more entertaining than all these people. He feels like he's the best blogger, YouTuber in the whole entire world. And the thing is that I used to say he was very talented. No, this is a nigga with a few technical skills that make it appear that he's talented. Yeah. But I was just telling the people the other day, a lot of his stuff he's stolen, like the bombs and stuff like that. That's from Armand. Kaya saying, oh my God, that's from King Jives. The crown is from somebody else. Yeah. He uses the words that I use and regurgitates them and make it seem like he takes from everybody, which, you know, you brought inspiration from people, but he'll just straight up snatch it and take it for his own. It's like, whoa, like, you know, you're unoriginal. Like, nothing that you do is original at all.
Nothing that he does is original at all. He's a copycat. The doctors, I'm sure the doctors probably asked his mama, hey, you sure you want to keep him? You sure you want to take him home? Because we could throw him right in the trash because he ain't gonna be shit. I mean, he's a failed Hollywood actor. Like, just imagine if I had the opportunity to be at Hollywood, I'm gonna get over there and I'm gonna be in more than a short film. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm really gonna have a career. You don't have no career. Like, you are a failed Hollywood actor, and we can tell from all of this antics that he put on, they don't want to put up with that.
Right. And the whole, he got Will Smith acting coach, that has to be a lie, because have you seen some of his shorts and stuff like that? The videos?
Terrible. My screens are better than that. Terrible. That's why he's on YouTube. Like, how you go from Hollywood to Clubhouse to YouTube? Like, and then you're living in New York. You want to talk about me? Listen, I stayed in New York in New Jersey in a nice downtown hotel. I have family in Newark, New Jersey. And exactly. And so I stayed there But he was in a shared housing. Like he couldn't even afford to stay in a room by himself. He had to book with somebody, and then he couldn't even show the house and stuff. You got to be quiet. You got to whisper. You got to go to bed at a certain time. Nigga, I'm a grown ass man. You 36 years old.
Yeah, he
living
was
with
in the hospital.
yeah, you 36 years old, looking like 40 in real life. Like, you know, he loves to go to Brazil, where that's where he find these, these guys and stuff that they be, they have, people go places to raw dog and have fun in these bath houses and stuff. And I'm just not into the AT2. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather get on Farmers Only and pay a $500. You know what I'm saying? Talk to somebody that got some money. Denat is a bomb. He has nothing. Like he talks about my criminal record, but I have a criminal record and I have homes, I have cars, I have money. I give to people, I help people, I show love. And it's like,
you made something of yourself.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I turn what they tried to paint me out to be. You are still, his own family don't even like him.
Yeah.
I've had you want to know how many people, it seemed like people was waiting for me and him to fall out.
Oh, people was hitting you up like, hey.
I got so much stuff on him, but he's nobody. He's not gonna make me no money. Like he'll probably make a little bit because people, don't like him or whatever. But he's a bomb. He's a bomb. Like he's a bomb. AT2. Like he's a bomb, bro. Compared to you, you a beast compared to him. You have content. You have something to say. You are knowledgeable. You make sense. He's a bomb. That dude came to me and cried over you, bro. That's why I was like, oh, I know who to go to. Like, and I really watched some of your videos. I'm like, I like AT2 because you be getting straight to the point. That's what I like about you and Neat. Y'all
I get straight to the point and I'll be gone.
Y'all be gone. Y'all don't do what we do. We drag it out. We got to roast you for 5 minutes. People be like, man, get to the damn point when I get ready. But he boo-hoo cried about Jives, not even about what y'all said, AT2, just Jives being over there because y'all had it out before Jives even came over there. And bro, he was heartbroken. This dude,
they're my brothers. They're supposed to be my brothers.
Bro, I was like, yo. And then when I'm saying the restraining order paperwork, you 36? And you sit over here crying like a girl. You are a girl. You are, there's nothing man about you. Then he was used to tell me about this lady. So watch this, AT2, I'm gonna let you go. This one lady I was on, Jives the platform or whatever. This one lady, I guess, she sends him a lot of money, but he feels like she be trying to come on to him. And she sent me some money one night, and he called me, was like, yo, don't mess with this lady because she always going to people paying them to talk about me. You know the lady I'm talking about? I can't remember her name. Huh?
She paints?
I don't know, but I got to go back through my message. But he called me. He was like, send it back, send it back. She be trying to pay people to turn against me. She be acting like she want me. He said she's sending her videos and stuff like that, but she be paying. And I'm saying to myself, if a bitch is sending me money and she's sending me videos and I ain't got to send that back, what are you talking for? Don't you need some money?
Right.
Don't you need some money to go to Dollar Tree to get you some more toothpaste so you can brush that yellow off your damn teeth?
I didn't even know veneers could turn yellow. Like
it's them veneers, yeah. Them veneers. I thought veneers was whiter than that.
Are you stupid? Yes, you are. Let me go ahead and move on to the next thing. What your problem is that no one likes you. And let me clarify something. No one loves you. This is why you're having a hard time in life. Let's not even just talk about YouTube. In life, you're having a hard time. You're trying to find love in all the wrong places. And I'm sorry to tell you, but nobody wants to be around somebody who don't have it up here mentally.
Back to the Diddy trial. So, you guys kept the cordial cool. He couldn't buy pizza and, his channel had got taken at that time too as well. And so you guys were cool at the trial, right?
Yeah. We was straight at the trial. Like it was a cordial, relationship. Like it was cordial. Like I stayed away from him though. Like I wasn't on him. Like had we not had our issues, we probably would be like buddy at the trial. But I stayed away from him. Like I kept my distance from him. I didn't hang out with him except for one time, and that was me, him, and Queen Sheba, which is the situation you talked about. It was with us. I don't know her name, but she was crazy. I think her name was Mallory. She was crazy. But anyway,
it doesn't.
But it's crazy. The signal that he sent by talking about you. Everyone was talking about you because of it. It's like, anyway, for me, it's like he is terrified of you even having the opportunity of making like even a little shadow. Like he's really scared of competition. And I think that's a problem on YouTube. They should be okay with people existing. And thank you, Vila. Make it rain, make it rain.
If you love it, you know, it's just you are a stalker. You're obsessed with these YouTubers' success. This is why I'm like, I'm actually gonna just totally alienate myself from. I'm not trying to prove a point. I'm not trying to prove that I am or am not a stalker. I'm not trying to prove that I am or am I not jealous of their success. I'm just alienating myself from them. I have nothing for them. Nothing in real life. I don't have a smile. I don't have a let me hold this door for you. I don't have no empathy. I don't have no sympathy. I don't have no hate. I don't have no love. I'm just, these niggas is dead to me. Like, that's what it means when people are dead to me. Like, if I don't rank too much and if I'm nobody, how come I'm the topic of discussion when I'm locked up? Like, that was the perfect opportunity for y'all to let the public forget about me. 30 days, they would have probably forgot about me. But you guys, for some reason, made it your business. I don't understand how I don't exist and how I don't rank and how I'm not important, but y'all are discussing me. Why don't you try it not and make it your duty to not say nothing about me? Whether it's backdoor and calling me a stalker or any reference towards me, but they won't because they know I would flourish. That's why this whole thing that I'm a stalker, aided and abated by Armand, is his fear mechanism, is his reaction to being afraid that this one right here will one day come and snatch everything that I worked for. And then he's the devil because he wants the public to believe that I'm jealous of him and that I'm jealous of his success. And no, I'm not. I don't give a fuck about you, nigga. What I give a fuck about and what I try to play cool with you about is hopefully you undoing this. You can't say that stuff about me. That's you calling somebody a stalker. Like that word, that's a crime. You're accusing me of a crime every fucking day, every second that I look around. If I randomly go to some spot and you happen to be there, I feel like, damn, I gotta leave because he's gonna say I'm stalking him. I don't know you're here. I'm totally uncomfortable. This is why I was uncomfortable when he got to the trial. Like, why are you here? Yeah, I know you got the clicks and views, you do whatever, and I can't control the fact that you're there. But as a human being, I'm not finna run to the courthouse to get up. I just have to control myself. I have to be cordial. And I tried that. I tried that at Lanard's sakes. I tried that. I'm not doing it no more. So the same treatment in the same way Area Mitchell Kid said that I had essentially ignored his motherfucking ass. That's the same. I'm going to treat all of them. Don't fucking talk to me, bitch. I'll be if I'm the only YouTuber there and nobody there with me for my personal life or outside of YouTube, I'm okay eating by myself and talking and discuss. I'm okay with that. That's fine.
Well, you're not alone on that because we're seeing the scapegoat play. We're seeing it.
Right. So that's the only thing. Like I'm gonna take myself out of the equation. You're not gonna make me feel like I can't do my job. I can't do. And it's noticeable when don't fuck with people. It's noticeable. Okay, so I don't want to be in no drama, no meetup drama, none of that. I'm just taking myself out of the equation when it comes to these people because you don't want to fight. You want to run to the police. You want to play the victim. And even Nick, and I was faking and pretending this whole time, and I was nice to him. Your audience is registering that. You're admitting that you're fake. In real life, not just online. I mean, I don't know if she understood what she was saying, but that's why you got to be who you are at all given times. There's nothing that I've said or done a year ago that I can't say or do now. Have I made some mistakes and said some things out of turn without getting my facts? Yes. Have I said some roasting gags that hurt people and they've come back and told me and I've used the same platform I did it on and apologized for it? That's why can't I get the same grace? I'm not even looking for it no more. I'm looking for this court order. That's what I'm looking for at this point in time.
Listen, they are even trying to bring back the Jag days. When I listened to Nick at night, started to say, "That's my cousin. That's my cousin." I was
that you haven't talked to in 10 years and you crying because she online and you still ain't never promote her. You ain't never bring your cousin up on a platform or nothing like that. Why are you crying? You ain't talked to your cousin in 10 years. You don't give a fuck about her. And so, you crying because you talk all that rah-rah and say how her cousin used to beat people up for her. And that's not the truth of anything right now with you. Like she don't even fuck with her own cousin. She don't. Like I hate, like she's a narcissist, a sociopath. Like, and that's my, I haven't spoken to her in 10 years. In 10 years, but that's my, how many people die in 10? You know what could have happened in 10 years? Times where you didn't speak to your cousin.
And why
Unpack your own.
are
You
you
know,
using her then?
huh?
Why, like she was using her, acting as if, well, I'm talking about it because that's my family. But you have not talked to your family for 10 years.
They say Jag talked about Area last night, probably because she seen and heard that recording. Like, yeah,
Listen,
like that's fake as fuck. Like, this is fake, fake,
I
fake, 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 fake.
don't
How can you
like,
trust somebody that don't talk to their own cousin for 10 years, but now you got all the emotions and empathies and
yes, that's
fake
my
as fuck.
thing. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, oh, shut up. With love and affection, of course. And but why you for? Because at the end of the day, this is about Amon. Like Nick at night, she's just
She inserted herself and she's trying to
exactly.
grift. Nika at Night is, I feel like Nika at Night is slow. I really feel like she's slow because everything that you did was going head first to prove your loyalty to somebody who won't do the same thing for you. And everything that she did showed her hand. It's like, this is like, if we was at a jury trial and I would question her about her videos, her statements and things and what she did, she'll sit there and try to lie and say, no, but you've been in court. You've heard how people testify and know what people are going to ask them, and reasonable minds have to infer. And I would say that that you and then I was being fake, but not the whole time because I thought it would leave. Just, you didn't have to do that. And if, like, what are you talking about? And your whole issue is that I talked about you, put your name in titles. Y'all put my names in titles, and I'm not even reluctant to watching any of it. For what? I'm paying attention to the court of law. Since you want to cover the content and report the news factually, then report the case factually. Report the case factually. That's where I'm at. And then Conscious, Conscious is really slick at it. He reporting the news and he know goddamn well Armand 3-0 stripper scrabble writing compared to what the fuck I do to that bitch in the court of law is is deadly. He gonna end up saying it, but he's playing the role. He's reporting the news as it come in. He's not really trying to seem like he's pushing an agenda, and I can respect that about him.
So why do you think Armand is so scared of you? Like, he seems to be like,
he's afraid of comparison. Joe Budden has some things that I've done and went viral, and because I don't show my face in it, because I'm not the center of attention. I don't feel famous by getting a viral moment with Cardi B. That's her. People watching it for her and her reaction. That has nothing to do with me. I don't feel like that's my peer or my equal when I'm on YouTube. Or, you understand what I'm saying? He's Joe Budden has. Oh, is that Armand? And no, that ain't Armand. That's Denot. Even Ariel Mitchell Kid on the phone call that you can play here if you want. I thought you was Armand. Even fucking I was in the goddamn deposit. I was in a virtual hearing with Cardi B's attorney. They pretty much subpoenaed me, had me sign a declaration, and was supposed to come and testify about what the Penthorn incident. Cardi B's own attorney said, we did research on him. He was pouring baby oil on his body outside the Diddy trial. Don't you know I see that cracker email and cussed him the fuck out? Bitch, don't be lying on me. That's not me. So people are already comparing and associating me with Armand as a matter of de facto. Like, and you can pull up the Ariel Mitchell Kid call if you want. She said, because y'all are the only two in these spaces. You understand what I'm saying? There's other people too, but people are oftentimes comparing like
good-looking black man.
Huh?
Good-looking, fit black man.
I don't think Armand is good looking. I don't know why anybody would
like compare Armand to 82 or Official Kingpin.
Comparing Mr. 82 or the fisheye fool, niggas that can't grow no hair, you know?
You know what I mean?
Okay, so
So that's why. It's because he feels like you could take him.
And then this whole you only crash out. Crash out is that's my thing. I crash out. That's a part of my brand. To crash out, I can do it. I did it on Clubhouse, and I'm sorry. That's how I was crafted, and that's how I built my persona. And I came to YouTube. Rather, I'm talking about Shannon Sharp. I'm crashing out on him. Whether I'm talking about Christian Rock or what it's a part of what I do. That's what I do. I don't have to sensationalize things, and I don't have to be a narc or a narcissist to pander to whatever you guys are saying in the chat and go along with that narrative and harass people and do too much. Everybody Armand has talked about and make money off of, from Nicki to Cardi and all these other things, people he's been hyper focused on, they've had issues with him. Nobody but these loser ass creators on YouTube don't have issues with me because I don't stay hyper. Even when I seen Christian Rock in real life, she know who the fuck I am. She could have addressed me, you know. And, I don't know, because I don't stay hyper focused. And then everybody know that there's an aspect of Denied is just he's being high energy and very entertaining is what they say about me. You know, I don't have to do drugs, coke in a bathroom at Zeus Network to get high, get lit, to come online. I don't have to do any of that. People are going to like whatever they want to like and prefer whatever they want to prefer. Mm-hmm. Okay. If I'm at the prime example, if I'm at this trial, Megan Thee Stallion, I'm going to give you crash out energy to address the fuck shit in the backhand and sneaky stuff Armand is doing. You got that from me. Later on, after the case is over, I'm going to go and articulate myself. I'm not going to sensationalize the case. I'm not going to do that. Or engage with celebrities. So I'm a multifaceted, multidimensional being. And people that are for me. That's it. Like, why does it take a whole army of people to try to dissuade other people to look at my crash out as like it's a mental health manic episode, opposed to this is the way he just give up content. This is where people don't want to respect me. Mm-hmm. You understand? And I got an issue with that. You ain't got to like me, but you're going to fucking respect me. And now my whole strategy is just, these bitches don't exist to me. Let me just take back everything from them. And I'm the type of person, like, I can suck up the whole energy in the room without opening my mouth.
I think that's why they're so scared. I'm like, was Armand like that with you since the beginning? Or was there like a point where he saw his worst fear? Because that makes no fucking sense.
So at first, I wasn't even in Los Angeles. I was in school in Columbus, Ohio. So I think the localization of us both being here and having access to the same people and around the same circles. And mind you, I'm sorry, I don't hang around niggas like that. I'm sorry. So like him and I, this is why we don't bump into each other. I know the nigga events and when it's going on. You didn't even see me go to Blueface party, did you? You didn't see it. I didn't like the location. You see me pull up on Christian because it's at the Roosevelt and it's a private event and it's classier. I ain't go to Blueface party. It's too fucking hood. Like I'm sorry. That's not my that's not my cup of tea. Them type of people don't get along with me and I don't get along with them. You know, I can be polite and cordial and fake it but for how long, you know? So that's why we don't see each other around a lot, because I don't be with the nigga shit. And anytime he has seen me, Zeus Network, that's nigga shit. Or even at the courthouse, these are public events that we both have permission to be at. And you've painted it like I'm stalking you at these events. You hang out with low vibrational niggas. That's who you are. I don't. I'm sorry. I can't even have a conversation with the same people you hang out with in real life.
But you came after him. Like, what was, like, when he first heard about you or saw you, was he nice? Or
so again, I was in Columbus, Ohio, and he had already done research about me because the first conversation, the first conversation we had, he was like, "What are you doing on YouTube? I want to do what you was doing." And I was like, okay, it's cool. It's the same way I'm helpful to you and helpful to anybody, especially if you got a big platform and I'm here trying to make my money. Oh, okay, I'm going to be nice and help you out and talk to him about and it was really about I think the Tory Lane shit with Cupcake. I was like, let's write a script of this, and I can produce this, and you can pay for this since you make all the money. You know, that's what it was about. Like, use my expertise to bolster yourself and to get you into Hollywood. So it was never about me trying to stop him from getting to where he want. The same thing he went through Fox Soul to get his
wants to
SAG.
be an actor. He wants to be an actor.
Yeah, all of them. He was crying when Milagro testified that she wants to be on television. All of them, even Mr. 82, all of them really are on YouTube because they want to use this as some type of collateral and validate themselves as artists to get into Hollywood. And I'm like, this is social media. This is why you see me tweet out anybody whose claim of fame is doing commentary or talking about celebrities, thinking that you don't rank to me. This is a different beast. Like, Hollywood don't give a damn about your social media presence. When you see YouTubers that bring celebrities on that platform, their representative is not looking at it like this is an extension of Hollywood. It's time to go and mingle with the people, let the people get to know you and stuff. That's how they look at social media, like the small fries or the people directly. And in Hollywood, before, you know, this shit with Instagram and stuff, they always like, stay off of social media. Don't get on social media. Social media will ruin you. People will see you and be jealous of you and gain a proximity to you in real life, in person. Look, people take pictures with you one time and it's like this big sensationalized story that could be or could be false, could be true. All of them wants to do comedy in film and television. And what sucks is I could have helped all of them. Like, I give knowledge. I help people, even on YouTube. I'm the new guy. How come I'm the new guy, the newest one making so much noise in this black YouTube sector? And I'm always shouting out smaller people, bigger people, newer people, because there's no jealousy in my bone, but they want the public perception to be that I'm jealous of somebody. And no, it's actually the opposite way around. You can be bigger than and have more than somebody and be jealous of them for whatever reason and insecurity that you have within yourself. My history, my reputation, my willingness to lift up the small guy, or when you know, that blogging dude came out with his story about Armand at the Diddy trial, people say he's crazy and he's a clout chaser. Me aiding and abating the truth. And the truth can never be considered disrespectful. So why is it an op-up if I go and say that, hey, yeah, this is true about such and such? Because I'm always helping people. Nobody wants to help me. Everybody wants to like shit on and act malicious and stuff. I'm too good of a person to even be dealing with people like that. Like, you're going to have to burn in hell to answer to that. Rather, you want to come online and flip a narrative to make yourself feel like everything is okay and that Denat is a liar. You're going to have to answer to that. And I'm just letting it go, and I'm gonna let God deal with the rest of them. Because I told them the other night when I was crying and talking about everything, I said, sleep tight. I'm just sleep tight. You can get as much sleep and as much peace as you want. I'm letting God deal with y'all, okay?
But my problem for me when I look at this is listen, talent is supposed to be the determinant here. Talent is the reason why people come to watch certain people. You don't get to invent a narrative about people to try to push them out.
Right.
That's my problem. I'm like, if the person is less talented than you, then they cannot take your audience. What are you saying? If you're doing that, then you're basically saying that you know that the person is more talented than you, and you know that talent alone is not enough. I really think it's a problem going into the restraining order and doing a bunch of bullshit towards another black person.
I think, and see, I'm over the race notion of it, because at the end of the day, this court shit is about black and white. And if you ignite if you ignite an order, if you do any of that stuff like that, now you got to get an order. Or if you move to dismiss it on yourself and you're Armand and you got your reputation uphold, you dismiss that lawsuit by yourself, people are going to laugh at you. You go to court and lose, people are going to laugh at you. So you have no choice but to do your best to try to convert the court of public opinion into the court of law. And I'm here to tell you, this is where you're going to see that niggas ain't shit, and you're testing me intellectually, and you're giving me the opportunity in the moment to shine, and you're actually going to be handing me over your position. That's what the fuck you don't understand. When you filed this lawsuit without doing your research to know why I'm a vexatious litigant, how many criminal cases, how many civil cases I've done, how many attorneys, clearly, if the baddest blogger is on my platform or is on his platform with me saying that he's going to go to the next courthouse and attack you, and I'm not saying nothing, I know that it's a credible threat. I'm going to use that in our case to show you what's a credible threat and opposed to what I'm doing and what I'm saying. Now let's take the court of public opinion into the court of law. Bitch, you handed me your clout. And in my mind, because I'm an enlightened being, you already fucking lost and you know it. And the whole internet know it. That and Nika and all of them bitches know you already lost. So they opting up and going along, doing all this stuff. Because they know you lost. You know you lost. You been there, you lost. You already lost.
But why so desperate now? And thank you, Christine. Love you. Like, why so desperate now?
It's desperate now because of this whole new media notion and how I'm the only one that was at the Milagro trial to break up the monopoly that this is protected and was not protected, and pointed out the hypocrisies. They don't like that. They want to run their narrative and they want one sound and one band. And if Donat is not going along with the same narrative and we can't control him, we must unalive him in the metaverse. We must get rid of him, eliminate him, eliminate every good facet about him. Just get rid of it. And for Nick at night, Donat is a really nice and sweet person, but online, and this is what he did. With a reckless disregard. And then come back and say you was being fake with me the whole time. That says a lot about your character. I never for once said that I was being fake with you. I'm a human being. Yeah, I cussed you out and disrespect you and apologized for it and was a sweet person. And I'm not going back and forth with nobody. These bitches don't pay me, don't do nothing for me. I'm not talking to these motherfuckers no more. You dead to me in real life and on the internet. And Mr. Big Gums, you already lost. I already drafted up my shit. I'm just, the hardest thing.
It's desperation.
It's per desperation. It's per desperation. Per desperation. You got the court of public opinion believing that I attacked you at the Zeus Network event because I'm a stalker. But I downloaded the video, which you got me in the Armand's stalker. Everybody knew who you was talking about. And he came up to me smiling, trying. And I was like, get out of my face. And you're doing this on video. This is what you was doing on video. So when the judge see you doing all of that, and then you chronologically said, and after that, that's when altercation happened. Sir, you assaulted me. But see, the court of a public opinion don't want to hear that, but them crackers gonna hear it. You assaulted me, sir. And you said it, you admitted it on your platform. And I'm gonna put it in papers and show it to the judge. This is what I care about. Thank you. You handed me your motherfucking clout, nigga. I ain't even have to do nothing for it. You clumsy, you fumbled, and you didn't even calculate that. If I file a restraining order against this nigga and he win it, and I'm in LA and these gangster nigga trials coming up, everybody gonna know I filing restraining orders and shit. You ain't get no respect out here. This nigga, you lost.
He thought you were easy prey. You were easy prey.
How can you think of an easy?
But you just came out of jail. You have the management class, the anger management class. He thought that was and that's the disgusting thing about it, is that I know he did that at that moment because one, he didn't want the competition on the different lawsuit and trial. Two, he knew you were vulnerable. That's a problem for me. That you can say shit and you're like, well, it's Donat. He just went to jail. Clearly, he's dangerous. They're gonna understand. It's disgusting.
And let me tell you how much of a cyber stalker he is, right? He had a process server serve me on Sunday. I told my audience that I was gonna go down to the police station and turn myself in. He wanted to make sure I got served before I went to jail if I was going to jail. That's why they did it on Sunday. Those are the sneaky, underhanded, dirty tactics that are being played and that are trying to act like and gaslight me. And like, so I'm gonna tell you what he's scared of. He's scared that I understand who he is and I see through him like plexiglass. And it makes him uncomfortable that I can see. You see this calmness right here? This is the calmness that I have in real life.
I'm a lawyer, so I know my declaration is going to have more weight. And I know this finna open up a whole nother frenzy. Because it's going to be like, what the fuck was Ariel doing there? Yeah, I had beef with Megan Cunniff. That's why I was there. I ain't give a fuck about Megan Thee Stallion at all. Like, that was the least of my concerns.
It makes a lot of sense.
I kind of got an idea what you need me to do. And just tell them, I'm a personal eyewitness to this exchange. Or I should say their lack of exchange thereof. That the only thing I saw was him coming over to us. Not you bothering him. Not you looking at him. Not you menacing him. Not you wasn't paying that nigga no mind. I would have never known y'all was beef. And that it was all this other bullshit. It would have been no way for me to know that. Because you definitely wasn't acting like the aggressor.
And put me on. I'm going to show you where he admitted that he assaulted me.
I'm going to get my drink. He sees me and her in the same line together.
Do you want it in the
square? Oh, your best friend is here. Talking about Cupcake.
Look.
Talking to me. After you did all that dragging me, calling me out my name, calling me all this stuff. Why are you trying to talk to me? You're trying to compare your resume against mine. You're so lit. You're so this in Hollywood. You're so connected. I don't understand when I can see that half these bitches aspire to be and look like me. Look at my setup and look at half these bitches got a generic Armand Wiggins show setup. Let's just be very clear on that. Everybody is rocking with a 2019, a 2020, 2021 early Armand Wiggins show set. Half of these girls really get into it. I'm not comparing myself with you. So I told him, get the out my face.
You see that hand?
I don't like you.
You see them hands?
Move.
You see them hands? That's assault. That's assault. Okay. That's assault. That's assault. And then on top of it, I think he plans on using Cupcake against me. And then when I show him, and he tried to call her as a witness, and I show him that, remember you said you didn't even rock with her at this time, but now you rock with her, but you assaulted me when I try to get you guys to be cool and you assaulted me. Did that not happen before I bumped into you? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Well, let me play the video. Let me let you narrate it for the court. And so after you stuck your hand in my face that aggressive and with that anger and that hostility, is that not what started the altercation? Okay, let me also ask you this. The Zeus Network, the premiere was on Sunset Boulevard, right? Yes. Are you aware that it was a public event? Yes. Do you have any proof or anything to signify that I knew that you was actually going to that event? Did you talk about it? Did you publicize it? Did you communicate it with me? Come on. You want to fucking play with me, bitch? You gonna make sure this case that you got against me is gonna fucking solidify me to take your fucking spot in the realest nigga up in there talking about true crime cases, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Serendipity, you dumbass nigga. Have no critical thinking skills. Y'all can run that play with the court of public opinion. I can't control that. But when it comes to this law, bitch, I'm going to bully the fuck out of you niggas. I'm a gangster in the courtroom too. All right. My bad, Madgie.
Because I still cannot believe that the fucking X is supposed to mean that you want to unalive someone.
Like this is what I'm saying. Why would I keep going around? And shout out to Elizabeth and Victoria, everybody here. Shout out to y'all. Why would I keep going around trying to fight against the court of public opinion when I can do that in the court of law? And now I got an attorney, somebody who is licensed and sworn on the oath to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, the whole truth, telling y'all that this man was stalking me and harassing me and all up in my grill, following up behind me and shit. The thing is, he didn't do that when we was outside and we had the cameras, but when we was in the courthouse, following me, trying to get in the same elevator as me, I get out the elevator, he get out the elevator, try to get in the next elevator with me. Nigga, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to speak to you. That's how much that I was dealing with. So when I go outside and do a video, and tell y'all, oh, Armand ain't even talking about you. Y'all don't see the sneaky, underhanded shit that he's doing. And now we're gonna be in the court of law, and I'm gonna get my day in court to prove it, to prove that this guy is the real terror out of the two of us.
He thought you were easy prey because you just came out of jail. I despise this because I know that's why he was so comfortable doing that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Because he knows the system is rigged. Disgusting.
The court of public opinion is rigged. This game that they play on YouTube is rigged. And now you want to convert that to the court of law. Bitch, you're stepping in my territory. You're challenging me intellectually. Is your biggest fucking mistake. So you're just gonna add more credibility to me when I go cover these cases. Because I'm gonna beat the fuck out of y'all in the court of law.
Yes, those people are jokes. Like, you're not gonna do clumsy mistake like use ChatGPT. You are actually, you know what you're fucking doing.
I do, and they know, and he evidently. That's why last night when I was on conscious started laughing when I said I'm finna file by 8 motions. Conscious started because that motherfucker know. They know, they know. And right now his little scribble scrabble and stuff. They like. I bet Sherelle and Perry like this. Lord, he don't know who the fuck he dragging in court. I can hear Sherelle. I mean, they don't fuck with me because, and I don't want to fuck with them no more. But truth be told, people that know and that did their research proper. Why you think they like, bitch, you dragging Denat in court? You gonna wish you never did that, bitch. I can do this shit with my eyes closed damn near. I want your money. I want all your money gone. I want you to spend all your money on litigation. Okay? Because you're gonna have to get a lawyer.
Because he thought you were weak.
Nika Knight thought I was weak too. She thought she was gonna play in my face, and I'm gonna click the link and have a conversation so she can bully me into being submissive to her opinion and what she got to say because she got a big audience. I'm good with that. I go back in my corner, and if you got 10,000 people and they ain't got nothing but a good 1,000, bitch, that's fine. I'm good with that.
No, I'm not good with it.
I did not come back up here and hit this link, and so we can talk like adults. Bitch, I would never hit no link with you. I would never share a platform with you.
What is there to talk about? This woman is threatened by an X on the thumbnail. If you go and talk to her, if you happen to sneeze, she could say it's you trying to give her COVID. Like, this is not someone that is okay. I'm sorry. Like, talking about a red on the thumbnail.
To get a peek, be within 5 feet of their favorite celebrity. All I took from this was Megan Thee Stallion is big as hell. I didn't know she was that goddamn big. I was like, Jesus, she's like 6'10". Like, I didn't know the bitch was that big. Yeah, that's all I took from that. I wasn't expected to see her. It didn't mean nothing to me. Like, you know, I might have been more excited to see, I don't know who else, but it wasn't her. And the lack of the courtroom was empty. The people I saw in the courtroom were other lawyers and reporters, and that was it.
That is true. Like, you really were one of the only big YouTubers that I knew of that were even really covering the case.
And you know,
then when you started getting numbers, it's like.
And you notice the only thing Armand got is sensationalization of it. He don't have no interactions with Megan. He don't have any of that. He ain't got no genuine interactions.
He came in late. It was so random when he came. I was like, what are you doing here?
Following up. I mean, you're supposed to be so scared, but you spent money. You spent money to travel over 2,500 miles to be in the same vicinity as someone that you feel like been stalking you and threatening you and harassing you since 2023. That doesn't make any sense. I guess that makes sense to you and everybody else who can build that narrative for you online to dissuade the people, but you're dealing with sages, you're dealing with Freemason judges, You're dealing with fucking attorneys, people that went to school. You're dealing with people that you don't know who the fuck I know, who the fuck I go play golf and tennis and pickleball with. You're dealing with brilliant people. You're not dealing with dumbass, low vibrational niggas or people that are happen to be educated and just come online and look for an escapism that and they trust everything that you got to say because they had a moment with you and whatever you say can't be wrong. You're not dealing with those people. You're dealing with people that rule this motherfucking world and control the pieces through the court systems and stuff. You really think they finna what? This nigga's dumb.
He is. And you know, when you talk about the fact that he traveled, he's gonna say stuff like, "Oh, it was my job. I'm a content creator." You were not there at the
But
beginning.
guess what? I got a video on October the 9th. I did a video saying that I was going to the trial. He bring Nick at Night up there. I got a screenshot back in September telling Nick at Night I wasn't going to the Diddy trial because I'm going to TwitchCon and the TwitchCon and the Milagro trial. So not only did I do a public video on October the 9th to state it, but Nick at Night knows for a fact in reference, in text messages, Instagram messages that she knew that I was going to that trial.
He came in late.
He did a video.
You were there, even if people were not listening to the announcement.
Let's do a mock. Let's do a mock. Let's do a mock trial. So, so Mr. Armand, why did you go to the Milagro Megan Pete trial if you knew that the defendant was there?
Well, it's my job.
Yeah, I know.
To report on the content.
And just so we're clear, you know, you have an impeccable resume. You've been on social media. You've covered the Tory Lanez trial, the Diddy trial. You went extremely viral there, right?
Exactly. And I wanted to go viral again.
And in between those trials, what other kind of content did you do on YouTube?
I took oil on myself and I...
Yeah, we know. Very funny. So you actually initially did not want to go to the trial itself, correct?
Well, I will not say that. It's just that I came in late, but I always planned to go.
Okay. Do you recall on October the 15th, you did an entire video saying that you didn't plan to go and if you went, that you was going to fight someone if you showed up and they showed up at that same place. Do you recall that or do you need me to play it for you?
I would need you to play it for me because I would never say something like that. I just came in late.
Here you go. Boop. All right. And then okay, so you're familiar that the trial started on November the 17th, that Monday, right?
Yes.
And you did a video that night saying that nobody was at the trial that you felt was covering it the right way. And so you asked your audience for money to go, correct?
Because nobody was covering the trial.
Okay, great. So based on your perception that nobody was covering it the right way or whatever, are you aware and are you familiar? Did you at least know that the defendant was already there?
I may have known, I may have heard that he may be one of the YouTubers there, but I didn't know about him in particular.
So you would say that you and the defendant somehow, rather small, big, or different, share similar audiences and be around similar content creators, correct?
Well, no, because he has quite a reputation. So my friends are not his friend.
Oh, that's great. And if you can remind me, what is the defendant's reputation online?
Well, he's my stalker. That's why I'm
stalker.
Okay.
Oh. All right. Now, you say stalker? Are you familiar with stalker? Like, do you know that's a crime that someone is a stalker?
Yes, and he committed a crime. We were filmed.
Are you talking about the Zeus Network event back in, I want to say, July 2023, correct?
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
We're filmed. There were witnesses.
Witnesses. And you said that he attacked you, correct?
Yes.
And are you aware and do you recall doing a video on YouTube talking about what exactly happened that day, right?
No, please play it.
Okay, so I'm going to play this video, Your Honor. In this video, you can see the plaintiff is saying that that the defendant, introduced someone to him and that you stuck your finger in my face aggressively. And I'm going to pause it there. Matter of fact, Your Honor, I want the people to feel and I want you to get a sense of this attitude. So I'm going to play it 2 or 3 times, or more times than not, like I'm at the Diddy trial playing one of the freak out tapes, so you can feel what happened. We're going to play it over and over again, like that video of Diddy pouncing on Cassie of how aggressive he was when he dismissed me and he moved his head. So are you familiar with the law? Do you know what assault is in the state of California, Mr. Wiggins?
I didn't touch him.
Okay. That's not the question I asked you. I asked you, are you familiar with, do you or do you not know what assault is in the state of California?
More oil. No, I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, great. So just, Your Honor, do you mind if I show? Boom, boom, boom. All right. Now that you understand what assault is, do you understand that you can actually assault someone without actually putting your hands on them, right?
Like verbal assault?
You can assault them with aggressive behavior, like what we just seen in this video that you admitted to, right? Okay. So, in according to your own statements in this video, that is exactly what happened before the defendant, I guess, bumped into you, and then there was an altercation, and you guys got kicked out of the venue, correct?
Yes.
So based upon your recollection, you would say you essentially was aggressive with your hand movements in his face before he attacked you, right?
Aggressive is a strong word.
Okay, that's fine. No problem. We're going to play this again so that everybody can understand how you described it. Bitch, like
I tried, but no, there.
Then you gonna realize, then y'all, and guess what? Guess what's gonna happen? Once I beat him, and once all them content creators, and they were like, damn, this bitch really know his shit. Yes. I told you, motherfucker, I'm a gangster in the court of law. And when you a gangster in the court of law, bitch, you're a dangerous motherfucker.
Yes. No, like sincerely, I don't know how to defend. I tried.
You can't.
Tried.
You can't. You cannot hide no facts, no nothing from. That's why I be like, I be seeing them lawyers. Why do you think me and Aria was talking so much? Why do you think she don't mind helping me out legally? Why do you think her and I was clocking the whole case?
On her.
Her and I was clocking the whole case, pointing out their mistakes. And this is the first conversation I have with this lady. This lady, a licensed attorney, will tell you to not know what the fuck he talking about. Because I sat next to him and we talked about the mistakes that both Milagro's attorneys and this other attorney was making the whole time. That man know what he talking about. Why you think she's so willing to help me? Because she know. Why do you think? Go ask Nick at Night, Quill. Go ask her, wasn't I sitting up there talking to Christopher? The first day she met me at the Tory Lanez trial, she seen me talking to Christopher Darden. We talking about fishing and things that happened in the past. I got a whole history with Christopher Darden. That's the lawyer that was prosecuting O.J. Simpson. That's the lawyer that I was talking to on the first day that Nick at Night met me. That's the same lawyer I wrote legal papers for. This nigga's fucking dumb. Do you know who you dealing with in the court? Like this nigga, you just handed me your motherfucking case. You on borrowed time, nigga. And I know you got the anxiety shits. Now that you fucking find out that you done fucked up, nigga. Why Nick? That's what I said. Why Nick at Night didn't tell you that me and Christopher Dunham was just me and Alex Shapiro, me and Mark Garagos and all these attorneys. These are the people, nigga. When I go into a place, I'm connected to the power structure. If I'm at Zeus Network, motherfucker, I got the copyright attorneys. I got the marketing, the executives. I got the people that work on the back end phone number. While you in the bathroom doing coke with Bobby Lights. These are the people that I'm connecting with. I tap into the power structure no matter where the fuck I go. Why do you think I was the only one? Why do you think that I was the only one that close to Megan and allowed her? Because a security guard. I can call him right now. We got plans to hang out when he come back to LA in January. I tap into the fucking power structure because I'm a fucking Freemason.
What happened if he drops the lawsuit or the TRO?
Then I'm gonna go ahead and file one, and I'm gonna be the. I got his address and his apartment number, so you still gonna be tied in the court of law with me. So you might as well go ahead and take this L. Take the L.
If he takes like, it's better for him not to do that because first of all, he looks weak as fuck. Second of all, you can sue him for the
Malicious prosecution.
Exactly.
An abusive process.
It's just stupid because it takes your energy, or is it more?
He's a vampire. He's a fucking he doesn't let people be themselves. He has to constrain it and figure out how to make you his subordinate, no matter how much success, how much money and power you have. He will not rest until he can prey upon you and socially climb off of you. He's a dark, twisted, demonic individual who is weaponizing a large platform to abate his agenda. I mean, but see, that's the thing. Like that they got a long, you say that, oh, he's upset. They got a long, deep history that you can't discount, and Armand wants people to discount it. He got him in a Spinderella type of narrative too. That's what he do, but you're not gonna do it to me. I think it ends with me. It ends with me, nigga. You didn't see Armand Big Gum's handwriting?
Yeah, and yes, I have my issue with Kingpin, including the fact that the dude is a liar who keeps on talking about my imaginary OnlyFans.
He has a rich history.
No.
You see this? Even this, you see, look, put me on the big screen. Look at his handwriting.
To put you on the big screen.
Look at his handwriting. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Oh, my bad. I hope y'all can see it. Make it a square. Whatever. Yeah. First of all, look at his handwriting. And let me tell you this fraud of the court that he's doing. You see how on number 6, it says on number, do you guys see it? You see it, Madgie?
Yes.
You see how on number 6 it says other court cases? It says, have you or anybody named in 3 been involved in any court cases? And in item number 3, look, item number 3, let me go back up. Item number 3 is blank. There's no people in 3. Number 6 says, have you or give me 1 second, because number 6 says, have you or any person in 3. Mind you, there's nobody in 3 been involved in another court case with the person in 2, which is me. See how he said no and erased that and put yes? That's intentional fraud of the court because he has nothing to do with that criminal case. He's not a witness. He's not a victim. He's not a defendant. He has nothing to do with it. So I pointed out in my moving papers how he's intentionally committing fraud of the court. And this right here was a desperate attempt for the court to grant a TRO, and it's fraudulent. So you got to see, just because y'all see him scribbling here and that, y'all got to understand his paperwork. He signed under the penalty and perjury that he has something to do with my criminal case. We using all of that against you with your dumb ass. Yes. You thought you were going to get them court forms. That was intentional. And then he committed so many other perjuries and stuff that I'm not going to tell y'all right now. He just going to get them papers. I made him look like a liar, delusional, under the color of law, to where brilliant minds is going to see clearly. Unlike you dumbass niggas on the internet.